Well, hello everyone. Sorry, little problem with the link for the stream. So good morning, and welcome guys to number 7, day 7 of the official 46 robots tournament. So I got a multi-twitch open here, guys, for you. I'm gonna be with you. We're gonna wish the best for to our both runners. It's gonna be MCravenator against Ozoma, and this match is gonna be really interesting, guys. We've got, I think, both players are pretty much in the same water or in the same forecast for the PD and the 46 tournament. I think we're gonna see about maybe a 2-hour 30, 2-hour and a half from both players. It's gonna be a really tight run, so that's gonna be really cool. I think we got, not sure here, guys. Sorry, bear with me for a second. I think we got, so pretty sure we got maybe a cut first and a guts first from MC. We're gonna check that. So here you're gonna have Ozoma. Is gonna have to be a little careful with his health. Getting a lot of shots here. Probably gonna have to go with the big drop of life that you're gonna see before he gets to the last hallway in Cotman stage. And we got here MC is going for the zip here. So no, it's gonna be, I think, cut first for oh yeah, it's cut first for MC. And it's gonna be it was guts first for really risky move. If Ozoma gets hit by the robot guardian that you're gonna see here, it's gonna die. Here we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to jinx it, but this guy is really about RNG, so you can't predict what's gonna happen. So you really need to be sure that you can make it through with your life. When you're doing PB attempts or anything, usually you can roll the dice on this guy, but in a race setup, you really want to be sure. So it's going to be the same for MC here. He's have to be a little careful before he gets to the last portion of the stage, or he might gonna get stumped by the robot guardians at the end. So take 2 for Ozoma. He's full life. He's not gonna have any problem. And he got the guts weapon for the fight with the Cutman, so he should be alright here. Here, smart move from MC. He's taking very carefully, didn't roll the dice. He's gonna lose a little bit of time, but it's really worth it to make sure that you don't take a hit from the big guy, because they're dealing a bunch of damage, so you really need to be careful. And that's one thing I think people don't like about Mega Man 1. There's a lot of RNG. So here we go. 2 down for Ozoma, 2 down for MC. But unfortunately for Ozoma, he still got Elecman to do. And Elecman is probably it is the longest stage. And even with the when you're doing cut first route, is the longest stage into the speed run for a Mega Man 1. It lasts about maybe 3 minutes around this time. So when you get stages like Gutsman are gonna take like less than 2 minutes to complete. So here Ozoma smart moves, going to the right. It's not gonna try the corner jump here, which can save a little bit of time, but like we said, if you're falling down when you're trying the blocks here, you're more likely to lose 15 to maybe 15 seconds here, all gone. Nice zip from MC here from on the first one. It's pixel perfect, but usually people are gonna try to shoot the little beam, bump their head into the on the ceiling, and then you need to shoot right under the white line for the ceiling, or the wall, sorry. I don't think we're gonna see any fire zip from well, maybe actually try the first one. So he's gonna do, there it is, the little one here is gonna wait on the beam. For this one, it's really easy. You need to be careful though. Sometimes if you tiptoe on the floor just before the hole, it's not gonna work. So you need to be a little careful. So here, smart. Some damage boost. We can see here for people, if you're not used for a Mega Man 1 speedrun, there's things that the runner are gonna do a lot. It's gonna be the post buffer, or actually post select. People are gonna just use select. They're gonna touch select twice to make Mega Man. Actually, you're gonna stop and you're gonna cancel the throwback here if you're doing that. So, and for the bosses, you're gonna reshinate the iframes, so you're gonna be able to just shoot once, select, and then dealing a bunch of damage with only one shot for pretty much all the bosses here. And sorry, I think I didn't pay attention here, so I think we got a death for Ozoma against Elecman. Or maybe not, he's gonna... So he's gonna make his way through on the ladder. He's changing for cut. We're gonna see if he's gonna use the post buffer I was talking about. So shoot. Nope, he's gonna do the... this is actually faster than trying to post buffer, I think. There we go. So Elecman down for Ozoma. And MC's on his way. There we go, on the bus room. So he's gonna fight. Okay, here. Okay. So we got MC. Actually, he's gonna have to fight fire with the Buster because he doesn't have the weapon here. He doesn't have Iceman weapon. So I'm not sure if that was a mistake or maybe that's his route. You want to get rid of a fireman before. So here, Ozoma is gonna go take a bath in the water. A lot of time you're gonna see people, runners, trying to avoid that because you're way slower in the water, especially in Mega Man 1. You feel like you're running in jelly. So no zip for Ozoma. He's gonna, I think he want to keep all this beam for the next Yoku block section and for the big gap after. So that's a smart move. If you're not comfortable with it, he's gonna have plenty of beams. So take 2 for MC. Fireman is down. He's gonna go see probably Iceman. We're gonna see here. Oof. So a death here for Ozoma, unfortunately, and that's the game over. So he's gonna have to do all over the stage all over again, unfortunately. So you need to be a little careful with the beam. You're gonna shot once. He's gonna stay here for, I don't know exactly the time, but I never count, but it's probably around 5 seconds or so. But you need to be really careful, and usually people get used to it. At first it's really scary, but after that you know the muscle memory is doing the job. And so here for MC, no zip. Oops, sorry. No, he's gonna take a bath. He's gonna use the same technique as Ozoma. You can see the post buffer here. You don't want to take shots. I take hits here in the water though because it's really slow. So take 2 for Ozoma on the big gap. He's gonna go for the drop here, smart move. And he's gonna use his beam to get across. Here we go. No biggie. So nicely done. We're gonna have the zip here for MC. Is he gonna make it? There we go, looks good. Perfect, really nicely done for MC. He's gonna have plenty of beams for making his way through the gap. He's gonna have to be a little careful here. I think he's gonna go for the drop. Here we go, smart move. So Iceman down for Ozoma, that makes 4 bosses. It's gonna be the same for MC in about maybe 30 seconds. So here, smart move, you're starting with LX, so if you're not doing the zip, this is the most efficient way to get rid of the turrets. So nice fight here. Oh, okay. I was really scared about MC for a moment. I didn't want him to get hit after, because even if the boss is dead, you can have throwbacks from the enemy, or the if they shot and then they die, the shot stays here and it's gonna damage you anyway, so. So, are we gonna see no zip for Ozoma? He's just gonna go for it. Me gonna take a deboost. Nope, he's gonna wait for the little fire pillars. So 2 more to go for MC here. He's still got Bombman and Gutsman to do, but we're gonna see a way quicker Gutsman than trying to do this stage without the boss, the magnet beam. So smart move here. We're gonna check if, there we go, Ozoma with the zipless strats. Doing the little beam, so just to walk over the I don't know what's the name of this enemy, we're just gonna call it the spiky vacuum maybe. There we go, plenty of eyes for unbounceman stage. You wanna freeze a lot of enemies, so there's a lot of turrets in this stage, so you don't want them to shoot you. Just freeze them and you're gonna be A-okay. So are we gonna see the bomb zip here from MC? I think so. Oh yeah, he's hitting for it. So be careful with the... There we go, perfect. Oh no. I think maybe... I'm not sure if it wasn't a good spot for the ladder here. Is that gonna work? No, he didn't get the pixel, so that's pixel perfect for this trick. You need to be on the right one, or it's not gonna move. You're not gonna move and it's not gonna work, so you need to, it's really, but when you got the ladder, you got a visual. Oh no, and a definite spike for MC. There's something in Mega Man 1 that you don't see into the other opus. It's gonna be, even if you got iframe, because a lot of time in Mega Man games, you're gonna take D-boost through the spikes, or when you're gonna take a hit from an enemy and then you're gonna go through the spikes, but not in Mega Man 1. Even if you got iframes going in Mega Man 1, if you step into the spikes, it's you're gonna die and you're gonna have to continue. So nicely done here. Ozoma, he throws the Sniper Joe. These Sniper Joe are really bouncy. They're really aggressive. They're gonna follow you. I think it was Medical say that they're gonna follow you until the end of the world. So you really need to use ice here. Just freeze them and go on your way. So. So no zip for Ozoma here, not even gonna bother trying, but he's got the same death as MC at the same place. So yet again, the spikes with the iframe. It's not working on Mega Man 1, unfortunately. So we're gonna see, maybe it's gonna be real tight for Mega Man 1. Got Ozoma, Bombman is his last boss, and MC is on his way with the Gutsman stage. So one cool thing about the Gutsman is when you got the magnet beam like this, you're gonna pass through over big gaps like this. And with the magnet beam, if you shoot it early and then you let it go in front of a wall, you're actually gonna pass through it. So you're gonna be able to set it up a little bit of V-boost here, a little too high, he's gonna have to be careful. And he's got one more going on. You kinda wanna keep at least one beam here, so you're gonna be able to just jump over the big glass here. Robot Guardian, not roll the dice on it. There we go. So Ozoma is gonna start Mega Man 2. I'm pretty sure it takes Mega Man 2. We're gonna check how many hits does it take to kill the enemy. Oof. Yeah, I think it's 3 shots. So we have some Mega Man 2 normal. I think it's gonna be the same for MC here. It will be very unfortunate if anyone pick Mega Man 2 and choose difficult, because they're gonna have other boss fight and other enemies, and they're gonna have the long takes anyway. So hopefully nobody's gonna make that mistake. And this is it. Mega Man 1 is done for the both players. So they're on good pace. They're doing pretty well. Ooh, we got a laggy cartridge here for MC. There we go. Take it out, take the Q-tips and the alcohol, blow in the cartridge, and you're good to go. So no big surprise here. We're gonna see Flashman Force for the both players. It's gonna be really interesting what we're gonna see after though. Is it gonna be air? Is it gonna be heat? Or it may gonna be like Quick Man? Or we're gonna see. So things in that's gonna different. You're gonna have a lot of difference between the walking Mega Man and the sliding one. In the walking Mega Man, you're gonna see a lot of zips. In Mega Man 1, you've seen some from MC already, and in Mega Man 2, that's the main feature. You're gonna see, for people who are gonna run any person, you're gonna see a lot of clipping through the walls. You want to get in Mega Man 2 all the 3 items, item 1, 2, and 3, to actually be able to do these zips. As in the beginning of the game, you don't want to waste any time on the other. So it's gonna be Erman's second for Ozoma here. We're gonna wish him good luck with the enemies. That there's a big gap here with enemies, Zeus enemy, like to call them. Oh, shooting lightning bolts at you. We're gonna see how he's gonna manage that. Here, when you're doing air third, you're gonna have quick hair. People, runners are gonna use the item 1 to get across that. It's a little risky. It's a little. You're gonna take a lot of D-boosts when you're doing that, or you can actually jump on the side of the enemy, but that's really risky. Here, there we go. Nice and steady for Ozoma. I should take notes here. And here we go, MC on Mega Man 2. Totally forgot to check for I know he started with Flashman. So I think that both runners are gonna use the same route, so that's pretty cool. So you're gonna be able to see actually where they are in the game and what is the lead of Ozoma for now. Ozoma is in the lead for about, maybe we can see 40 seconds, 50 maybe. I don't think it's more than a minute though. Gonna depend on how MC is gonna manage the next section here. So like I said, can be a little tricky. I think we've got something here for the runners. MC is playing on the original NES, or I think he's using a power pack. I'm not sure. Because I'm pretty sure he's got a power pack, but here it looks like he was using the original cartridge though. And we got Ozoma. The game looks pretty clean, the changes were pretty quick, so I can easily guess that he's playing on emulator. There we go, slow and steady for MC2 for this first section, so he's gonna make it to the next one, which is once you pass the big gap in Mega Man 2, I think for the worst is done, usually for people. So D-boost into the spike, really well done. And Ermin is down for Ozoma. So we're more likely to see the guys going to eat if they want to do the zip, but I will not be surprised to see Ozoma going to quick man here. Nope, 8 man, perfect. So we might gonna see a little bit of zip from the player here, because if you're playing Mega Man 2 and you're not going to do any zips, you may want to keep 8 a little later, so you're gonna be able to kill him with the bubble weapon. There we go, nicely done from MC, nice fight. I don't know for Ozoma, but I think I need to mention, so we didn't MC unfortunately didn't have a lot of sleep yesterday, so I think he slept for maybe about 3 or 4 hours. Hopefully that's not gonna, sometimes when you're sleepy, that's the best. Your brain's gonna be on auto mode, and you're just letting the muscle memory do the job. So I think this is the third match of the this group. I'm gonna check on challenge which group it is actually. I don't remember the letter here. I'm pretty sure Ozoma did a match yesterday. I don't think it's already into the challenge page here, but there we go. So actually we got 2 matches. I'm pretty sure there was one yesterday, and I think that's gonna be the 4th one. Is that gonna be the 2nd match from MCraven? He's gonna lose on his first. Hopefully that's gonna change. And we got Ozoma here. I'm not sure if he won or lost the first one. I think it was against Baron, and so we're gonna see here, guys, first zip of the game for Mega Man 2. So nicely done for MC. If you don't know how it works, so actually people are going to use, usually it's going to be mostly item 1 and 3, sorry. So you want you want to do that in front of on the ceiling. You put the item a little bit to the left or to the right. You don't want the item to be too close to the wall, or it's going to disappear. And then you take Mega Man, you're standing on the edge of the platform. It's going to clip you through the wall. And then after that you need to do either a B or a A and left trigger, or a B, a left trigger. So it's gonna be either jump and left or shoot and left. And you need to do that. You got a small window for a jump and left. Once you press jump, you got 3 to 6 frames to click on the right, on the left, to do the left input actually. For the B trigger, it's a little bit longer. Chelny was saying it was about 20 frames for the window. so it's going pretty well for both runners. You can see they got pretty much the same technique, but we're seeing zips from MC, so he might gonna cut up a little bit on Ozoma. In Mega Man 2, usually your worst enemy are usually the ladders. In Mega Man 3 and so on, Mega Man is climbing the ladder way faster than it is in Mega Man 2. So what you want to do is actually using a lot of item 1, a lot of item 3 to climb these ladder the less as possible. And sometimes a lot of people, runners, are going to do, they want to grab the ladders off screen, then press down. So when you're going to be on the next screen, it's going to put you up some I'm not sure, but you're going to be higher than what you're supposed to be. So here we got a setup for the zip here from MC. He's killing a little bit of Telly. Looks good. There we go, B trigger, and there it is. So here you see yet again he's clipping through the wall. He's gonna, here for this zip you need to go all around the screen twice, then take a ladder like this, and then he's equipped it with the 8 weapon. You can do it without it, but with 8 that's is gonna actually cut the animation sequence, so you're gonna spawn way sooner than you're supposed to. So nice fight here from Ozoma, get rid of Crashman, and you can see here, guys, that the MC is actually striking distance here. He's cutting the advance that Ozoma got a little bit here. So and there's gonna be a lot of zip. So we're gonna see how far can he go with that. So Quickman stage, probably the most memorable stage. For if you guys played it at home when you were a kid, on Mega Man 2, usually on this one you got a flash weapon equipped, and you get the infamous laser going from both sides of the screen, trying to well, to kill you. And you need to be really careful because these lasers are going pretty fast. So if you don't know where you're going, you're more likely to die. So are we gonna see a 1 shot from the 2 shot for Crashman? Really nice fight, not too jumpy here. So smart move from Ozoma. You can kill. Oh no! Sorry. So yeah, a little hesitation here. He wanted to go to the left, but he put the input for the right. Go to the right a little bit too early. So yeah, if you hesitate here, he didn't hesitate actually. He tried to go faster than the screen is going. So unfortunately, that's gonna be a diff on the laser. Take 2 from Ozoma. That's gonna be costly because now MC is on his way. He's taking the life here, so we might gonna see. Yeah, he didn't die already, so we might. He's giving himself a second chance on the Goodwood zip maybe. That's gonna be interesting. So here, there you go. You can actually, with these big guy, take just walk to him, and he's gonna shot every time. So every time you're gonna get D-boost from the little pellets, and then after that you take another shot on the other guy, and you're good to go. So Ozoma's gonna use the soft weakness for quick here. He's gonna fight with Erman, which is not a bad idea here. They're both playing on a normal Mega Man, so he's gonna take 7 shot of Buster, Ooh, so here MC smart move, equipped with the flash topper. He saw that it was really tight. I think it would have died. So smart move here. Just waste half of a second to save like 50. So here, ooh, that was really tight. Usually, when you want to be sure for the deboost here, usually you're doing a big jump and then a small one. Or you might gonna get hit twice, and that's something you really don't want because these guys, these Sniper Joe with their machine are doing a bunch of damage. So we're gonna see here MC going with the quick fight with the crash weapon. So on normal mode, only take 4 shots. Nicely done. Perfect. So yet again, guys, this one is really you got a tight race here. So there was not even one stage between the two players, and Middleman is really a quick one. So here we're gonna see the. Unfortunately, Ozoma doesn't know the. When you go into the fight with Metal, what you want to do is actually he's gonna be trigger and start shooting you once you start shooting at him, or if you move to the middle of the screen. So what you want to do is to go into that fight with a quick boomerang and already pressing the shoot button, so the game's not gonna register the input you're doing. So you're gonna be able to just shoot Metal Man without him moving or doing anything. So we're gonna see. You can do that either before you enter the room or before the cutscene finish.
Hello?
Hello?
Yo, what's up, Mazzy?
Oh,
what's up, everybody?
I think we got pricing here. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing great. I just had like 9 hours of sleep, so
that's perfect.
doing awesome after my race yesterday, like at 6 AM or something.
Sweet. How did it go? I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, great, awesome. So I just wanted to tell you that you're a little bit behind.
Okay.
Maybe you can refresh for a second.
Maybe I'm gonna try to refresh. I got a multi-twitch going on here.
Yeah, same. Then I don't know. We can like compare to each other. I'm like my feed for Ozoma. He's like in the bubble section with the spikes. The one
here.
Okay,
so
I think that's
just
good.
finishing it right now.
Yeah, same. Alright.
Okay, perfect.
And Revenator is like going to the gates.
Yeah,
like,
right now.
Awesome.
Perfect.
I think that's good.
So guys, here we're gonna have Pricey. Fortunately for you guys and for me, where I'm not gonna be alone here, so that's gonna be way more pleasant. So Pricey, we got a pretty tight race going on right now.
I love this race. I knew from the get-go that this race would be insanely close because both of these players are really, really close to each other. Like the skill level is really close.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just wanted to come in and tell you that I have to go in a little bit because I'm cooking.
No
but
problem.
I can stay here for a little bit through ML3.
That's perfect. I'm just having for our guest for at least 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh no!
Oh no! So yeah, there's a death here from NC on the Bowman stage. I don't think did he try to use the item to get across or?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's really low though. Yeah, I don't think you know that it things really well.
He needs to be really careful here.
Yeah.
These frogs
so
are really.
Yeah, you can use either metal or quick boomerang is really efficient on these little frogs. So for the item 2, you really want to place it really higher than that actually, and try to avoid the frogs. Their hitbox are actually really small, so you can pass through their heads with the item 2 with Mega Man without any problem.
Yeah, Ozoma, you're going for the bunny jumps here. Fortunately not getting the last one, but that was kind of impressive. Going for the heat strat here, and they're probably switching to Flash to just skip the second and the third one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
So I think we might gonna see some item 1 on the last screen
that item
of
was
Woodman.
really good. He wasn't on the far right side. Okay, so this time he gets it. Shame, no B-trigger, but that's okay.
There we go. Well, the
Very
beat
nicely
trigger
done.
actually is really dangerous with the spikes going on here. But that's maybe something I will need to learn as well.
Better.
Have we seen any item to skip in the tournament already?
The one here?
Yeah,
Where?
right here.
I think Zoda did it, yeah.
Zoda? Us.
Yeah, Zoda
That's
is...
really a difficult one.
Yeah, Zoda is playing Rockman too, so that's difficult. That's real difficult already. But he's doing like all the crazy strats and all the tech in MN2. That he's like pushing MN2 to the limit, and it's really crazy. He has like the best Rockman 2 time in this tournament. So
well, yeah, I'm not surprised
Expect that.
because I think Zoda is learning pretty much. Ooh, there we go. So nicely done. So yeah, Zoda is learning a lot of Mega Man for especially the second half of the 6 games of the series. So I'm not really surprised that he really tried to push himself on Mega Man to try to do his best time.
Yeah. Alright, MN3. Let's see which route. Oh, Magnet first. Alright.
Yeah.
That's probably the safest route. Not even probably. It is the safest route in my opinion. And yeah, there's some good MN3 themes, you know. Alright.
Yeah, that's actually well, I think we said that a lot of time, but Magnets, especially for this race, is really the more consistent route. You're gonna have a little bit of RNG on the magnet fights, and you're gonna need to do the Yoko blocks when you're trying that. But except for that, it's making your life so much easier. Much easier.
So much easier.
Yeah, I'm really heartbreaking when I see new runners in Mega Man 3 trying the Topman first and just really having some difficulties on the screen.
I hope Ozoma gets this in without any accidents.
Yeah, we got a Topman first from Ozoma.
Yeah, he did it in his first race too, so it's like something he's prepared to do.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. If you're not comfortable with Magnet first and you learn Top first, because all the roads are really different. You're gonna have different weapons for the enemies. You're not gonna react the same way on the screen. So once you know one, you don't want to change it. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Yeah, and I agree on that definitely. One thing to note is maybe top first. So we always say like top first really hard and stuff. But the thing is, Ozoma is not going for the hard strats, so actually, it's not too bad to be honest.
Yeah.
He will have Rush Marine for the Gemini single block section. He will have all the safe strats actually. So he's not going for the fast top spin strat, hold right here. So, and he's not going for the parachute top spin section too. So like top spinning parachutes. So he will be fine, I think.
Yeah, I tried once to do Gemini first just for fun after a few months into Mega Man 3, and I think I wasted like a minute there. I can do the Gemini first for a good time, so.
The fight?
No, well, actually, all the routes. I tried it for fun with a buddy who's actually running Gemini first, so.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's see here. This Sanji is kinda awkward. I mean, as long as it's not... Oh, there's a shield pattern. So, the shield pattern is like kind of unfortunate for him, because he stays there like shielding for like 3-4 seconds. You cannot do anything like you can, but you have to damage boost or jump over him, and that's really hard to do. So
yeah, you're gonna have in Magnet first. Usually people are gonna try to take damage boost, and then I mean that's the first one, so you're going for it when you're doing PB attempts. But in a race like this, you can take 1, 2, maybe 3 shots if you get a lot of life going there. But after that, you need to be careful. You don't want to die at the end of the fight.
So as you can see here on Ozoma's screen, he's playing Proto Man. This game is very mash intensive, heavy, and Proto Man takes like 28 shots, like 28 bullets. You have to shoot 28.
So yeah, there's a lot of mashing. That's incredible. I saw Fast doing his proto fight yesterday, and I mean this guy is just incredible. You got when on Mega Man games you can shoot. You can't have only 3 bullets on the screen. So what you want to do is actually stay really close to Proto Man, and then just mashing like your life depend on it.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, this is so close. This race is awesome. Unfortunately they have separate routes. But
yeah, for Mega Man 3 we might gonna see I'm pretty well on Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 5 we're gonna see pretty much the same thing, but
yeah.
It's the Mega Man 3 is the game in the series with the people or with the most route and most possibility. We're gonna see a lot of things going on. There's the 3 base routes, so Magnets, Top, and Gemini first. But even there, we can see some Needle first. I think someone mentioned Snake first once. I never saw that. I never see that, and I will be really curious.
So somebody in chat said that the Top Man fight seems very long. That's kind of true. The reason why Top first is optimally done faster than the other 2 rounds, Gemini and Magnet first, is that you get a really powerful weapon very early on, and that's Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
So and the boss, like Top Man, takes double damage with Buster, so it's not too bad, and you can like gain time on the other stages later on. This is definitely the hardest proto fight here because of the ground.
Yep. Yeah, you need to do a lot of jumping here, a lot of mashing too. Usually you're gonna see people, when you don't want to take damage here, you're gonna do big arch jump over him.
We need to be careful here. Alright, he should probably go for the health here, which is...
Yeah, that's a nice thing about... Yeah, that's the nice thing about the first... The stage in Arman is when you before the fight you get a big drop of health. So if you're not sure, you can actually we're gonna see if I don't think he's gonna go for it, but he's actually good to do the take the hit and try to deboost with Arman. So yeah, you can see
that you have another E-tank. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no! Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in this one on the route, you got 3 easy E-tank that you can pick up. 2 in Gemini stage and 1 in Arman. They are pretty much literally on the route, so that's a cool thing.
Man, I'm really excited to see who is ahead after this. 'Cause I cannot tell. Can you tell?
We got 2 down. We got 2 down for MC. I'm not really familiar with the Top Man first. How many bosses did Ozoma defeated?
He's in Spark? Oh yeah, he does another, like, an alternate round. He did... So he finished Top and Shadow.
Okay, so that's a homemade strats here for Top first.
Oh!
You gotta be careful.
2 HP, don't get it! No!
Oh my god. So I didn't see it. Did Ozoma get an E-tank or?
No.
No, 0. So yeah, that was really close. Unfortunately, no E-tank, but a death on the bus door. I mean, if you if you're taking a death on the 46 Robot Master, you really want to take a death after, after you came to the last checkpoint, which is the boss door.
Yeah.
So here we can see the difference between Top First and Magnet First with the stage and Top Man. So a lot of magnets, especially for the big cats, they're taking 5 hits with the magnets, and they're really easier to aim with. But it's gonna be a little short here. It's gonna have to change for Buster. There we go. And like on Ornament stage, you're gonna have a nice drop here, pretty much on the route. So it's really tempting for runners to. Oh no! For runners to get it. So yeah, you got a death from NC here, unfortunately.
Yeah,
a little short on the jump.
Kind of unfortunate. So he has to like Buster down this cat again.
But we're gonna see magnets from Ozoma with the rush jets, so he's gonna save a lot of time here.
Yeah, you can just skip. Oh no!
Oh, yet again,
Not
that's the same thing. Oh,
the same screen at the same place. Dang.
So,
So he's
yeah,
like on last life.
probably. I think no, that wasn't Mega Man 2. I'm not sure how many life does MC left, but he doesn't want to take another one, that's for sure. Especially on this ladder. The only thing you
die,
need to do,
please.
yeah, just don't die.
Don't. Okay.
And
Oh, he
he's got
got-
it. There we go.
One up. All right. So he should be fine, actually, if he
Well, he's
got a bonus one up.
Yeah, he's got plenty of life. He's got arm and weapon. I mean, he should be okay here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna take it easy on the 2P.
Yeah, he is. Oh my god, that second to national was so close.
There we
There you
go.
see.
So the not the last screen, but the other screen before Magnet Fight, we saw a lot of people, good runners actually, die at this place, trying to do a little slide instead of taking like the D boost. I think we saw kind of Fatso and Nero take a death at this place. So nice, 2 bosses down in the same for the both players.
Yeah,
So
very
they're really
nice.
sync on this one.
Yeah, awesome race. Yeah, this is great.
So we're gonna see how many bosses here left for the 2 players.
All right, I actually have to go. My
And
pasta.
no problem, Pricey.
Okay, so thanks for having me, and keep on going strong.
Well, no
I'll
problem.
be
It was
watching.
perfect. It was a pleasure, Pricey. So we're gonna wish Pricey a good day and good luck with his pasta.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
because I'm gonna join you here. I think.
Yep. We're gonna have a new guest here. We're gonna have Minical9, who's gonna be here with me.
Hi, how you
All
guys
right,
doing?
so
And he's here.
doing great. So bye.
Bye. Have a good day, Pricey.
Have good pasta.
Have good pasta, yeah. So, how are you doing, Mitt?
I'm doing good. This race is pretty good. It opened up a little bit here. These guys were neck and neck for the routes. But it is looking like there is a Robot Master gap between them now. Ozoma on his 5th and MC on his 4th.
Yeah.
Still fairly close though.
I think the 2 death on the top man really hurt MC here, but I think they're gonna make we're gonna see a close one. It's not over until, I mean, there's a lot of Mega Man still going, so we're gonna see it. And the easiest are not over. I don't know for anyone, but Mega Man 4 is really scary for a lot of new runners. So yeah, one cool thing that Pricey was saying is for the races, it's really exciting for the viewers when you got 2 people racing, no matter what the time, but when 2 people are racing and their PB are really much alike, so that's always giving a good show for everyone. So we got the proto fight here. We're gonna see the section here done with magnets instead of the Buster or Topman weapon. So really easier. Need to be careful with the drops though. That's something you really don't want. Catch a drop mid jump and then all to your death.
Yeah, it's pretty disastrous. The magnets help for that section a whole lot, but it does mean now you need to deal with these drops.
Yeah, absolutely.
A solid Shadow Man fight there. Not burning through all of his top man ammo inside his hitbox.
This is, I know I got some points, I mean, in the 46 that if I died here or I do something wrong, I know that's gonna be a reset or something. And draining all the top man weapon on Shadow Fight is one of these. Because even when you're trying to fight Shadow Man full life with a Buster, it's that's not an easy fight.
I mean, he's a ninja. He's literally a ninja. Hard to track him down. So we got Gemini Man's on the left. MC is doing his best here. He has the magnets, but he's not switching to them just yet. But it makes this section go much smoother.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see it usually for people. I don't know if he's gonna count or he's gonna stress here. Usually, for myself, I learned to count the 3 penguins and then kill these 2 guys and then change at this point. So you're gonna be sure to have enough for the rest of the bunch. And he's not changing to me. I think he's waiting a little bit because it can be really tricky, especially on this guy. So nice thing he killed him because this guy is usually shooting a. So unfortunately, no product fight for MC. The setup was there though.
Yeah, he got the slide. He just missed the follow-up afterwards. Also, shot at one of these eggs he didn't want to shoot at, so now he's got to jump up and chip away at all of these eggs.
Yeah, you need to be careful. It's something you're going to see, especially on Doug Gemini stage. It's going to be people are going to usually shoot 3 eggs to have 3 tap holes on the screen. So when they're going to shoot the other eggs, it's like the same as the telly. You can't have more than 3 on the same screen. So here we got Ozoma on Snake Man stage. A lot of rush jet going on.
Yeah, he pulled out the rush jet for that second snake, and then he took a hit, and he said, "Well, if I'm already in front of him, I might as well just shoot it and kill it the regular way."
Take his revenge.
Yep. He's able to mash him down pretty quick, and now he's jumping off the top of the screen here to preserve his rush jet energy to the end of the screen. Plus, while Mega Man's off there, the game's lagging a little bit less. And we got Rush Marine coming out from MC and this horrible section of this stage.
I think this is one section that all the runners really apprehend when they're doing Mega Man 3. It's probably, maybe one of the hardest, probably. There's a lot of things happening, and you know, if you get killed there, that's gonna be because of the throwback. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't jinx him, but yeah, that's usually what you're gonna see.
I just realized Ozoma is going to Snake here without Needleman's weapon. He's not going to Needle without Gemini's weapon. And he has... What is Gemini's weak to... Is it Shadow Blade? I know people like to use Shadow Blade.
For who? Sorry?
Gemini Man's weakness.
Yeah, it's gonna be you can use Gemini weapon on him. It's pretty effective. It's gonna be 7 shot or Shadow or Snake. Snake is pretty effective on Gemini fight, like really effective.
So the only that's why he's doing it this way.
Yeah, I think Fast said yesterday that his route was pretty. I mean, he's doing pretty well. The only thing he might want to consider to change is to doing Needle before Snake to have actually Needle weapon for the fight.
Oh, look, I'm actually using Rush Jet off the top of the screen here, trying to make the game lag a little less, but it wasn't working out for him. There's too many penguins and eggs and flame jets, and the game is just crawling here. At least he's totally safe. And
yeah, he's totally
with Gemini Man here with Shadow Blade, like we pointed out.
Got the feeling he's trying to do the trick though, but the problem here.
Wait, we saw this again.
Oh no, MC, seriously? Oh, poor guy.
What is there something wrong with his card or his ROM or something? This is the second time this has happened to him.
No, you need to be really careful. When I first started running Mega Man 3, it happened to me 3 times. Maybe not the same way, but it's pretty much the same thing. I can't really explain it with details, but when you're using a Shadow Blade and you're trying to kill actually it happened to me on the second form, but with the first form, sometimes you're gonna kill the guy when you're shooting and then just gonna disappear and you're gonna be stuck. It's a soft lock in the game.
Wow, that is pretty heartbreaking. You see him lingering on the password screen. I think he's looking up the password.
Yeah, hopefully, I mean, unfortunately, I think he's prepared this time. Maybe he still got yeah, I mean, that happened to him. So I think he's gonna jump to Needleman here, and like Fast was saying on his race, when that happened, I mean, I'm not here to judge or anything or to police. For me, it's fine. I don't really mind. So.
Back to Gemini.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's back to Gemini. So, well, he's gonna do Gemini twice. So, I mean, I don't think anyone can say anything about that. So, he's gonna go through Gemini stage yet again.
Yeah, that sucks.
That really sucks because I mean we had a close one here, and that's gonna be really difficult to. So that's gonna be one thing that I think MC is gonna push on his list. Is gonna be really practice that Gemini fight, because once you get it right, it's not gonna happen to you again. But you really need to learn it properly, or. I think it's really up with the mashing, and Gemini is really weird, that trick. So we got Ozoma on the same section that we were talking about before.
Yeah, I think he has taken a death here. The music is back on. This is his second time through this scary section, but he is on the other side of it now. Was able to deal with the lack of weapons.
I missed it. Did he did the oh no, actually, did he did the proto skip with rush death or something, or he slide like the regular setup?
MC, I don't know.
No, for Ozoma.
Oh, I also don't know. He was already in that lower section, but he definitely did get the skip because the music was off for a little bit.
So here we go. I don't know if you catch it, but there was the fight with the snake weapon on Gemini. It's really quick, really efficient. I think it's like 6 or probably 7 shots.
Yeah, I've never seen Gemini Man go down that fast because I've never seen this snake before Gemini route before.
Sometimes you're gonna see player try it to on the on the boss refight. They want to make sure they don't shut Gemini laser, or to have enough for the Nettle fight after.
Right, yes. The refights that are in the game that we just never see in this tournament.
Yeah.
So he's moving on to Needle now. And we're seeing Rush Marine rather, come out once again for this terrible section. He's pretty low on ammo. Get up there! Oh no. So that is a death there, right in front of the refill for MC. Now he's going to do this section without any ammo for his Rush Marine. He's pulling out Rush Coil.
Does he have Rush Jet, maybe? No, he doesn't have... Did he... Oh no, MC doesn't have Rush Jet yet. Oh yeah, he's gonna do it, he's gonna have it with the Needle, sorry.
Oh, Mosquito just getting him off that ledge there.
Oh man.
Another death. Back to the
Poor
start.
lad. Yeah.
Pulls out the Rush Coil once again. I don't think I've ever seen someone die in this section and then not inch their way across these blocks, make sure every mosquito is dead before they move on. Everyone is just terrified of this section, and for good reason.
This section, he really, once you learn it, it's not that bad. But even when you learn it, when you're walking like this, even when if you take a death and the music is on after, it's really scary. This one is be one of the screen that people really want to work because there's going to be a lot of death. That's for sure.
Alright, so Needleman is down, 4 lasers jammed inside his hitbox. Most of them were kind of almost on the way out of his hitbox when they finally collided with him. But it got the job done, so Ozoma is moving on to Mega Man 4. And
Mega Man 4, there we go.
Safe and, I think, smart route for this game, starting with Brightman. You gotta be pretty good to make Pharaoh first advantageous over Bright.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, I just realized I was like, why is MC using the Buster here? He doesn't want to softlock the game again. That's why.
Wow. Now it's costing him even more time.
Yeah, but I can't get it. I can understand.
I
why
mean,
he's doing
you can't help but be superstitious after that happens the second time. Look at him making sure each one of these shots he's just hitting them like one at a time. Okay. I'm looking at one Gemini Man here. He's rather low on health though. Don't jump over. Okay, over the laser.
Okay.
E-tank. He's like, nope, this is not going.
Yep.
This is not going away from me. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure he dies. Setting up the last shot. And there it is.
Perfect. There we go. So I think we can do a nice JJ in the chat for our friend here, MC. We've got a lot of trouble with this Gemini fight, so that's really unfortunate because I think now it's we're talking about maybe 4 bosses, 4 stages between the 2 players.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing where, you know, a lot of things can happen in Mega Man. You can die some bad deaths that set you back to checkpoints that are really far back. You can have some game overs at the end of stages, but at this point it's gonna take even more than just one really big mistake for MC to get back in it. But anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is Mega Man. This is Mega Man. But this is really unfortunate because you got some, you got some tricks in Mega Man where you can softlock the game. I'm thinking about the boat skip in Mega Man 5. But when you're not even trying any tricks, and he's gonna learn it the hard way. I'm pretty sure that's the last time that's gonna happen to MC.
Yeah, but Ozoma has been playing pretty consistent, pretty safe, and it means there's not going to be a whole lot of opportunity for something to go wrong for him.
So no death on Brightman stage and Brightman fight, I think.
Yep, a very smooth Brightman stage. Heading to Pharaoh now.
Nice. Yeah, for Mega Man 4, can you talk a little bit about the route?
Yeah, so basically, Pharaoh first is the faster route, and when properly executed, I think it saves a little under 3 seconds. But if you do it that way, it means you don't have Flash Stopper for Pharaoh Man stage, and this is really troublesome. You see, just there, those 2 things popped out of the sand, and Flash Stopper is preventing those things from spawning. Oh! Ozoma misses the jump over the gap in Pharaoh Man stage, so he is not going to get the balloon. Also, he has to play through this section. It looks like he's fairly familiar with it. Maybe he's missed this jump once or twice before, so...
That's a really tight one, yeah, where you're not using coil or helps here. Usually, Chelney, I'm really Chelney for Mega Man 4 because, I mean, he's one of the grandmaster of the game, so... But I was saying, and my knowledge is really, I don't have a lot of knowledge for this one. So it's pretty much the same time. Really, we can talk about a second if you're executing pretty well. But I know for me, I mean, I'm losing a bunch of time because I always try to get the E-tank on the way. I mean, I'm there, so why not?
Yeah. Or some people like to use Rush Coil to jump over that hole. Because... I mean, he had Flash Stopper and he still missed. Oh yeah, you do not want to use Flash Stopper wherever these platforms are.
Yeah, you want to change for
as well. But one of the, Flash Stopper is preventing those scorpions from spawning, and that's a big deal. It's stopping the flies from moving, that's a big deal. But it also particularly stops that fly on the screen where you need to jump over the hole. And he can knock you in there pretty easily if you don't have him frozen.
I think in Mega Man 6 people are saying like the motto is kill it with fire. I think in Mega Man 4 it will be like stop it with brights. Pretty much, that's gonna sum up the game pretty well.
Stop it with Bright. I like it. Bright is made even more powerful than it should be in this game because you can extend Flash Stopper's timer while sliding. It just doesn't tick down at all. So the 5 seconds or so that it lasts can stretch out to entire screens if you're chaining your slides correctly. So we got a Pharaohman kill here using the Buster. Brightman's weapon, not great for fighting bosses, amazing during stages, but you're better off with Buster for Pharaohman. And you did that fight correctly, staying close to manipulate charge shots from Pharaohman rather than jumps. And it looks like MC playing around with the pogo guys a little bit. I thought he narrowly avoided death, but then he got caught on a ladder in an awkward way.
Yep.
That's going to be a death for him, and that's going to be a game over for him. So he is back to the start. Snake Man stage.
Snake Man, unfortunately, yeah. I love the way that Snake Man doesn't look like he's a robot. He just looks like he's a guy in a snake suit.
Yep, he's just got a snake on his head, basically.
Yeah,
green pants or something like. We have Ringman stage here. Normally, you see put to use on this vertical climb here. It's quite good at that section. And there's a lot of ways that you can kind of jam it into a wall to have it despawn and then jump off of it while it is despawning. It's a pretty nifty looking maneuver, but it also saves time because as long as that balloon is on screen, it's going to be creating quite a bit of lag. But as we saw, he missed the jump in Pharaohman stage. I guess that's how we didn't see. We didn't see him pick up the balloon because he didn't. He couldn't get it. So he has to make do without it now for the rest of this run. It's pretty much a killer, I think, if you're doing the whole game. But for 46 Robot Masters, it's actually not too big a deal. That section in Ringman stage is a little slower, and you can't zip in Skullman stage. You lose some options, but it is far from a reset situation if you miss the balloon.
Especially for a new runner, I think they're not going to use a balloon as often as more experienced runner.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky to get those balloons placed just so that you're able to jump off of them, especially if you're trying to place them into walls and do those despawned jumps. You got MC having more trouble here in that same spot where he died, but he's got way more health than he did last time. He grabbed the ladder in the same awkward way as he did last time, and now he's down to half his health.
Yeah, I think it's something in Mega Man 3 is when you're sliding, some can actually grab ladders. And it happened a lot on Gemini's duck stage on one particular section. For this one, I don't know, I think maybe when your slides pretty much end at the place as the ladder is, but I'm not sure. So here I think we got Ozoma trying to kill pretty much everything, all the mini bosses. Doesn't want to take the boost because he's concerned pretty much probably about his health. So he's a little bit lower than halfway. He's got a bunch of the power shot though, so we're gonna see here.
Yep, the Ringman fight is completely predictable. You know exactly what he's going to do and when he's going to do it. But he is really fast. Both him and his weapons come out really quickly. So the optimal route through a stage involves taking a whole bunch of damage, and you go to that fight with almost nothing left, and you just don't get hit. But that's if you're not like really good, you haven't practiced it a lot, that fight becomes really scary. So I'm playing it safe, not taking all those damage boosts, using alternate strats, Flash Stopper to deal with the mini bosses, and then he had a pretty much perfect fight anyway. But nonetheless, he's dead, and MC also dealing with Snake Man, and is now moving on to Spark.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much one of the, when you're playing Mega Man 4, you prepare That's pretty much one of the first bosses with Bright that you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna need. We really put some time into this one.
Yeah, Dustpan stage, actually, no joke either.
Nope.
The crushers. Well, these platforms that are forming in front of you, they look scary in that, like, oh, I'm gonna fall into the spikes. But the blocks are actually really good at catching you, from preventing that from happening. The trouble with the blocks is,
yeah, even when they're forming, I mean,
yeah, you'll
the real
get
bugs
hung up
are
on.
active, yeah.
You're not quite sure if you're on top of them and you can jump, or if you're still in the air and you can't jump, and there's a bit of ambiguity there.
But this
and of
section
course,
is...
there is this crusher section.
Yeah, the crusher. I mean, for the blocks, it's so laggy. It's so laggy. There
He's
we
using
go.
the Buster here. This is the safer strat. The fastest thing to do is to switch to Ring here. Not because Ring is particularly fast for this section. It's just you want to have Ring out eventually.
Make you cut the block into like clean one section, straight section, so that can be really.
And there's a nifty strat where the Ring returns to you on a different row and takes out just a couple blocks that gives you just enough room to slide under it and make one of the crusher cycles one cycle earlier. But we saw none of that. Going with the Buster, clearing out plenty of space, not going forward until he knew he was safe, is Ozoma as he moves into the Dustman fight here. He's got a ton of health, so if he needs to, he can interrupt Dustman's vacuum attack by taking hit, and he's not even going to do that. That's how safe he's playing it. He's going to wait it out.
I don't know if Ozoma know about maybe MC's trouble here, so he's taking it really carefully. But and by the way, talking of MC, just defeated Spark on his way to Mega Man 4 a death here, but I was about to say we can see that these guys have pretty much 4 stages. We can say that difference here. So
yeah, this is still a big
it's
gap.
not done. It's not done until we're still got 2 games and a half go for Ozoma, but it's gonna be really difficult. It's gonna take a lot.
Yeah, and deaths like that are absolutely not what he needs right now. Even if he plays like in top shape, he still needs a lot of luck for something bad to happen. From his opponent.
There was a question in the chat. I don't think we mentioned it before. So no, people are not allowed to use the Mega Man Legacy Collection because Mega Man Legacy Collection has a turbo default into the game. So that's why on Mega Man Nerd here you're gonna have a separate category for this game in this series or this collection. So people can use emulator, can use flashcard or original cartridge, but no.
Oh, Grasshopper, turn around! All right, there he goes.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't get to the totems down in time, and he's just gonna go for it. I did not know the totems can jump. I found that out today. All of us learning together. Yeah, so see how those 3 shots he keeps firing. I don't know why the Grasshopper turned around that time. That seems kind of like some BS, but like you said, you can only have 3 shots on screen at a time, and if all 3 of those shots are sailing over the totem pole, you can't do anything until they are off screen, and then you're not going to get the hits you need to kill it, and the Grasshopper is going to turn it around. So he's finally through with that section, as we got a Skullman fight coming up here.
Yep.
From Ozoma. Although I should mention MC is really low on life.
That's gonna be difficult. The only thing we want, I think, he got 1 death. I don't think he got another one. So you really want to make it.
Projectile is following him. He is gonna wait it out.
You really want to make it to the bus door.
Oh yeah, get that checkpoint for sure.
Yeah. I mean, if you're falling into this station, I mean, so long, it can cost you like a minute and a half or something.
Luckily, Brightman, as long as you make sure you manipulate his health, and by that I mean you keep him away from those certain breakpoints. I think it's 16, 8, and 4 health is when he'll use his flash stopper. And and as long as you make sure that you use the Charge Buster to skip those, we do finally see a death. I was going to say, you can play it pretty safe and fight him from across the screen, and you'll have a pretty good chance of beating him without taking a hit.
MC went for it, and he pretty well. So
yeah, Brayman just kind of didn't cross the whole screen. Brayman kind of ended up in the middle a little bit to his shots much more quickly.
So here we got Ozoma on Diamond stage, which is, I don't know but for me it's pretty much the last big stage in Mega Man 4. After that, Drill and Toad are, I mean, they are way more easy.
Diamond stage, definitely troublesome with the water mechanics. Also, you cannot jump out of your slides when you're underwater, so I think that might have been what happened there. A lot of players not quite used to having to change up how they manipulate Mega Man underwater in this one stage, though it is quite similar to what you have to do in the other Mega Man games, so they do know a little bit about how to stop Mega Man sliding in this situation. And we're seeing a stage select here.
And like in Mega Man 6, I think in Diamond stage, people who are not actually know where to slide cancel will actually know how to handle it. They're gonna be they're gonna walk a lot in these kind of stages.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to slide everywhere. It is faster, of course. But there is no law saying you must go as fast as possible everywhere. If you're not comfortable doing it, you're totally fine just walking in certain spots. And I want to point out that MC, I think, did something that I think is pretty clever. After he beat Brightman, I think he kind of reset and started from a password to move on to Pharaohman stage. So those 2 lives he lost in that level, he has got them back. He does not have to worry about a really bad game over as he moves into Pharaohman stage, and he clears the gap. He picks up the balloon, and he respawns at this midway point here.
Yeah, for people in the chat, I think so. It is allowed to use password here if MC defeated Brightman, so he's gonna take a little loss of time here, or because he could have just taken a death onto the Pharaoh stage, but the place where you can take a death, or you can do it at the beginning, but when you get sucked up by the moving sand at the beginning, it's really long, so maybe it was worth it.
Yeah, not a very quick way to die in Pharaohman stage. I guess he could have gone to any stage.
And not a pleasant one, too, for Mega Man.
Drowning in quicksand, definitely not the way I'd want to go. We got a pretty solid Diveman fight, I think, from Ozoma. He's pretty low on health and ammo.
One thing I should mention for the runners, I think is when you're playing Mega Man 4 into and especially the other Mega Man, if Chelny is the commentator for your run, you want to listen to your run, because you're gonna learn a bunch of tricks here. I learned yesterday that if you're actually charging the shot into a Pharaoh stage, you're gonna lose about maybe 3 or 4 seconds because of the lag.
Oh yeah, charging the shot does absolutely lag the game. So if you are really routing out the game, you want to route out when you start charging to make sure you don't avoid some.
Really
smart.
He's
using the flash stopper on Pharaohman.
Unfortunately, it could have been a little bit faster if Pharaohman if he didn't have to shut to jump to freeze the time here. So oh my god, no more. There we go. So it was a one-on-one duel here. First, it was who's gonna be quicker on the trigger.
Draw. MC comes out on top, fastest gun in the West.
So a little death for Ozoma on Drillman stage on the spikes, and that's gonna be quite costly because it was really near. Oh well, no, I think it was at this place, so it was maybe halfway to the next checkpoint.
He's moving on to Ringman stage, and he has the balloon, so we are going to see him. No, he's switching to Flash Stopper. Doesn't want to use it. Balloon strats a lot harder to execute on than the Flash Stopper strats.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move from and we're gonna see on the last race. I know MC got a lot of problem with the Ringman stage, and I know that he said that he's gonna work on this stage a lot. So we might gonna see here a really better Ringman stage from MC. Oof, you need to be careful with these slides,
Yeah,
or
he
you
got
might
caught
just
there.
gonna
I like this strategy, using Pheromone's weapon to absorb all these falling rocks in
That's pretty
Drillman
cool.
stage. Doesn't quite get under that one though. Takes the hit.
I didn't think about that one, seriously. That's pretty cool. That's gonna be pretty much the same thing as Skullman, so you're not gonna freeze time, you're gonna destroy the blocks, and maybe you're gonna have some life drop and everything, and I mean, they're always welcome. Except for a really experienced runner. I mean, I'm gonna take a life drop anytime in Mega Man 4.
Right. Yeah, especially in the situation he's in.
Yep.
Pretty
I don't
low
know.
on life here.
I know he died on Drillman. I don't know how many life does Ozoma has left. I know it's a 0 for MC here, so we're gonna check that out.
We'll keep our eyes on the menu the next time it opens it up. But it looks like he's not going to have to worry about Drillman here, getting him as he pops back up. Not a great pattern overall. And there it is.
There we go. Nicely
Down
done.
in Ringman stage, and like you said, he was on his last life there. So that is a game over. And
man.
we're going to see he's probably not going to be feeling too great about a
Doing
second
that one yet
mishap
again.
in
Yeah.
Ringman stage here, yeah. These the bullets from these turrets frozen in a very awful place for him.
That is really something. On Rinming, you can be catch into like a loophole of death if you're not careful, or that's really, you're gonna die here a lot of time when you start the game, and I mean, you're gonna learn every time from your mistakes and how to handle actually your mistakes. So it's gonna be better and better every time. Hopefully he's gonna make it this time. So last stage going for Ozoma into I mean, we were at, when we began Mega Man 4, we were at 4 stages between the two players. Now it's 6? No, 5, I think, yeah.
Yep, about 5, maybe 5.5, something like that.
So we're gonna see, I think Ozoma, I'm not sure if it was him, I think he was fighting the snail the last time without using Bright. So we're gonna see if we learn something here. He's gonna change to Bright.
Bright out, but he is gonna fight it.
Oh, yeah, that was the mistake. So yeah, well, the mistakes. I mean, there's a way you can actually avoid to kill those two mid bosses, but he's pretty efficient with it. But still, I mean, if you're, maybe he knows, but he's just concerned about his life.
Could be. Toadman, not really a boss you need to be worried about your health. But Ozoma has been really favoring these safe strats.
I don't know.
so far.
I got a feeling that someone's gonna underestimate Toadman in this tournament once.
And then they'll never forget it. Never
Oh.
again.
I'm pretty sure that all the community is never gonna make him forget that. So really, you need to be careful.
Dive Man's weapon here for these fish.
Yep. So take 2 for MC on the platform here.
He's past the scary part with the opposites retreating.
Here we go.
Platforms retreating the opposite direction.
Not a bunch of life here though. He's gonna have to be careful. I think he's gonna try to kill the boss, the mid boss here.
Yeah.
But you need to be careful not to take more damage than you're supposed to. In the end. Okay, there we go.
As Ozoma has a very clean Toadman fight, and I think forgetting that was the last Robot Master, pausing for a bit there before switching to the next game. This is
So
Ringman fight from MC. This is going to be the thing to watch here.
He
not
might just
charging
take
up
the
the fair
death here. Okay. So you need to be careful because yeah, he doesn't have a lot of life. He's gonna be out of. I mean, he's not gonna have enough for the next one. So he's gonna have to change for Buster in mid fight. Yeah.
We'll see if he goes out of his way to make sure he gets the value out of Pharaoh Shot. Looks like he's not. It's possible to hit Ringman and I guess any weapon or any enemy with Pharaoh weapons while it's charging above your head, and then you can also still shoot it out afterwards, sort of getting double the value for it. And that would really help when you only get 2 shots, but he's chosen to not try to get that close to Ringman. Since it is kind of stuck above your head, you have to get quite close if you want to hit Ringman with it that way. Opting to keep his distance and play it safe.
Last shot. Here we go. Yeah. Perfect.
Worked out for him. So he's going to be glad to have Ringman staged down. And moving on, while Ozoma has moved on to Mega Man 5. He's starting out with Starman, mostly because we want that precious super arrow that you get from this stage.
Yeah, the arrow that is the magnet beam of the Mega Man 5. I think the motto for Mega Man 5 will be just ride the arrow, or that is the thing you're gonna use a lot into this game. So nicely done here at the end of the stage, just jumping over the enemy here. And he's got a bunch of life for Starman fight, which is not the hardest, but can be a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to shoot through his shield by getting nice and close to him.
Yeah, it looks like Ozoma know about that, so he's trying to.
Wow, really nice finish to that fight. Question from chat. Emulator, it's pretty easy to switch between games. I imagine the fastest way to do it is to just drag and drop from a folder right onto the emulator. But left side is not actually swapping out Mega Man's 1 through 6 out of the NES. He's using an EverDrive, which is it's sort of it's a cart that basically contains various ROM files on it. You can just load them up. And you can put pretty much the entire NES library on that one cart if you so desire. And there's a sort of a boot up menu that you can go to, and that will let you pick the games. A lot of people in the tournament have a special folder set aside that has Mega Man's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, so they can switch as quick as they can. That is the setup these 2 players are on.
So here, the part with the crusher, MC's taking it safe here. Oh no! So yeah, sometimes safer is not best. Or I mean, for this part, it's really scary. I mean, how many times did I die at this place before I kind of get it right?
Oh no, you cannot slide in that situation. All right, going back to do it right. But you're right, there is something to be said for not necessarily doing it fast or doing it safe or whatever, but just doing it the way that you know, rather than trying to hesitate and improvise.
You know which block you need to destroy, and then there we go. It squeezed me, but it made it.
Yeah, you can fit into a pretty tight squeeze. If the ceiling is down 1 tile away from the floor, you will die. But if it's the ceiling 2 tiles away from the floor and then those dust blocks in between, those won't actually kill you. It'll need to go down to crush you. So it's a tight squeeze, but Mega Man can survive in that 1 tile gap there. In a solid Gravity Man fight coming out from Ozoma. Yep. See what kind of Dust Man fight we get from him. So he is choosing the damage boost to cancel the vacuum attack, even though he has quite a bit less life than his opponent did. Now that he's low, he is going to wait out this attack.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
it's only got 6, and Dustman's gonna deal
A lot.
8.
Enough to kill him. And then the
Yeah,
game
enough.
over. Oh,
Oh.
that is harsh. Jumping over Dustman's bullets is kind of tight. They have a really big hitbox, and then the way they explode, you need to make sure you're really high up
4
on your
different
jump.
part, yeah.
And plus, once you get hit once, then you get the knockback, and you get kind of out of the rhythm to dodge the next one, and you need to try to fight to get back in the rhythm, and it just didn't come together for him.
Yeah, Dustman fight's not an easy one. In Mega Man 4, that's for sure. The first half of Mega Man 4, it's really, really brutal and really...
Copter there, knocking him back out of midair.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that if players could have made, like, choose the way the order which they're gonna play the game, a lot of people would have started with MM4 just to get, you know, out of the way.
Unfortunately, this is a race setting. You can't just reset if Mega Man 4 doesn't go your way. Ooh, we got a lot of damage here from Ozoma, getting trolled by that gigantic red thing. I don't know what it's called.
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, wait, I forgot. I got nervous there for no reason. You are able to ride the super arrow even after it's out of ammo. It's a key part of routing this game, actually. It's making sure you have just enough superheroes to set the last one exactly where you need it on a screen, and then you can ride it out the rest of the way. Just not used to seeing that ammo tick down over that bridge. He is really low on health, though, like we said, so he's taking his time to charge up his buster, and not dealing with these turrets, but he is he's dancing with these things.
Oh my god.
And he is okay as he hits the boss core.
There we go. I think he might gonna see a death from, he's got 2 life, no hit tank. If he starts using his gravity all attack, it looks like he's gonna do it. I need to be sure not to die here.
He makes sure
there we
he
go,
doesn't.
perfect.
Also, we had another death from MC. Got crushed by some of those blocks. Just kind of went for it at a time when he really shouldn't have.
I'm pretty sure that nobody actually learned Mega Man 4 the fight with Gyro, man. Here.
Yeah, he's actually a really tough boss if you have to.
If you don't have the gravity.
Yeah. There's a lot going on there. So I think he's... No.
Oh my god.
This is where playing it safe, like you said.
Oh my god.
Is sometimes just as scary and just as unsafe as going for it a little bit. You do need to be a little brave in that sector, basically. And if you're so scared that you're trying to play it safe, you can hurt yourself.
No crystal skip here. We're gonna see the level here. Perfect.
Yeah. And this is a really tough level, actually.
There we go. I kind of learned this when I first started Mega Man 4. I didn't know about the 3-hour arrow setup from Baron, so I only knew the one that you put one and then you try to get it right. So I was like, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people that's gonna go for it. So I actually learned how to do crystal stage with like a fairly safe route. So I was really disappointed.
Oh, another game over from MC. Got to the boss fight.
Oh my god.
Didn't have the health he needed. And I don't know if he just didn't get the jump over the projectile, or if he decided to take a death and didn't realize he had. But whatever the case, he is back to the start. And at this point, I want to point out, even though there is now a massive gap between these two players, their PPs are actually quite close. And up until about Mega Man 2, this was a really close race.
Well, I think the turning point was really Gemini soft lock that really, I think, ruins the moral for MC here, unfortunately.
I think you're absolutely right. it's tough to get something like that out of your head, and I think that is there's some reason why he's just not playing the way he usually does, and if there's going to be any reason, that's my bet.
But that's the thing with I mean, when you're doing some attempts for the 46, you're gonna get a lot of death. You're not gonna be prepared for everything. So one of the thing that you want to see from the players is actually, and you want to work on, is how you're gonna get up when you're doing mistakes or taking death or game over. I mean, you need to brush it off and then just go on your way, go to work, and do your best.
Absolutely. Well said.
So yet again, that section. So usually for people, if they want to take it safe here, there we go. They're gonna break a lot of blocks into the section here. Perfect.
Going back for the health there.
Oh yeah.
Lots of super arrows there.
I'm gonna take it.
So he's got lots of health moving into the second half of Dustman stage here. Hopefully he gets a really good attempt at the boss, doesn't have to worry about maybe killing himself once and then going in with full health or anything. He's going to have enough health to maybe really make a go of it here. Though after 2 deaths to this, 2 game overs to this boss even, he's got to be thinking about that.
Yep. I think he made it without any problem on this one. I think it was the first try, so hopefully he's gonna... So we were saying here from Ozoma a lot of Omen strats for a Napalman stage, which is really interesting. So he doesn't have any more arrow for now. He used it on the first screen. After that, a little bit of Crystal Eye. We're gonna see what he's gonna take. So it's gonna be Buster for these guys. Could have been rushed it, but rushed it, there's a lot of lag.
Yeah. MC does end up killing Dustman, and actually a pretty close finish. Killing Dustman removed his fatal projectile from the screen as it was right in front of him. So he finally gets that stage down. Maybe he's able to put that behind him and rally here a little bit as he moves on to Skullman stage. And we got this section. Yeah, oh man, there it is. This section at the end of oh, it's not in.
No, you don't want to hear. I think you either want to wait or maybe deboost on the missile on the left to pass through this one.
Yeah, that last section, like just watching it, it gets me all tense.
Yeah, a lot of time I don't go for the jumps on the you know, the first 2 missiles, that first jump when there's the guy shooting red balloons at you. Sometimes I mean, I just prefer to wait it out, or you know.
Absolutely.
Especially that I think we need to mention too that when people are playing on tournaments like this, there's a lot of people in there that this is their first big tournament, and pulling strats on your couch when you're doing PB attempts and you can reset is something really different than when you're playing, when you only get 1 shot and there's like 300 people watching you doing it. It can get on the nerves, and you can, you know, just your thumb can slip sometimes from the D-pad, or little mistakes like this because you're a low 2 tenths.
That is a good point. The viewer count does get pretty high sometimes, and that can be a totally new experience.
Oh yeah,
for some people.
So we're gonna see here the bus with the. So I don't think there's a lot of there's no RNG for Skullman. It's gonna depend on maybe for his shield. That's the only thing he can have it for up for maybe some 1 second, sometimes less, maybe 4 seconds. But you can actually control where he's gonna be on the, if he's gonna shoot you, jump, or where he's gonna be on the screen.
Zoma's burning through all of his
Yeah, and you get a
weapon
lot
here.
of gravity on the. Because usually people, there's gonna be a lot of deboost here because anyway on Napalm you got 2 big health drop through the middle of the stage. So. Because I'm really curious to see how he's gonna manage for the other enemy in the last section of the game, which sometimes people often prefer to use gravity at this place.
Yeah, Ozoma's been pretty interesting. He's been demonstrating that like a lot of the really fast strats, he seems unfamiliar with. He kind of does his own thing, but he also seems to have surprising knowledge of like these slower backup strats.
Well, that's it. He's, I mean, he's doing his thing, but he's doing it pretty well and pretty efficiently. So, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows exactly how to deal with the situation where if he runs low on gravity.
So here, there we go. He's gonna shoot the last guy, and not a lot of health, but he might's gonna maybe check for there's a knee tank on the way, or he's gonna have Eddie. Maybe Eddie's gonna be really cool with him and even. Oh yeah, he's using arrow right here. So yeah, he didn't use arrow yet, so it's gonna be full for the next and nice heat tank from there we go, taking it. Didn't waste any time here.
No, as soon as you saw that thing, you said thank you very much.
Thank you.
Getting that super arrow nice and high.
Nicely done here.
And he's been dealing with Dive Man stage here. He's kind of low on health, and he did have a death fairly early on that it looks like he's managed to recover from.
Oh my god. This section is always tense when I watch people playing that long. There
really
goes
good Stoneman fight.
Oh.
Keeping him in iframes there despite the jumping pattern.
So bad news here, no eating, but good news, still got a life. So he's gonna try with Skull, and hopefully that he knew that the soft weakness for Dive Man is a Dustman, sorry, Dust Weapon. There we go. Not gonna have to use it.
Yeah, doing the safe strat of backing away and making sure that your absorbs his dive missile. And not going for any of the... Basically, one of the ways you can speed up the fight is to kind of fall down on top of him with Skullman's weapon and just kind of skim him diagonally. But that's kind of the only major point where you might accidentally touch him and take damage. So doing everything in that strat, but that one risky thing there makes that fight actually quite safe and still quite fast. So a nice move there from MC to stay alive and dive on stage. Falling off his super arrow a little early here is Ozoma. He now has to slide through some of these trains and charge man stage. Moving into the chicken room.
Yeah, I don't know if we got any dedication.
Yeah, I just realized I'm not logged into SRL, so if it's in there, I've missed it. I apologize.
No problem. I'm in Speedrun Live. There's nothing here, so.
If you want to find out who he dedicated his chicken rim to, you can go ahead and follow him and the other runners by following the links in chat as they have appeared probably about 10 seconds ago, actually. Now, factor in the delay. Nice health drop there. Almost topping up Ozoma, moving in the back half of Charge Main stages. MC struggles with these turrets, flashes them closed, flashes them closed again, decides he doesn't want to wait, so he starts jumping through them. He takes all the damage. He has 1 health left in that E-Tank, and the next screen is looking pretty good.
For that E-Tank, yeah.
He's going to go ahead and pick that up. He's not going to use it. and he's gonna die. So we'll see how that worked out for him. I'm not sure what his life situation is at this point. Does at least still have one more,
yeah, he's
so
got one life. He's got one life, so he's okay.
not going to be totally kicking himself over that one, especially with the checkpoint so close. Honestly, I think that's probably a smart move there.
Well, yeah, maybe it was actually. Well, it doesn't look like it was intentional, but probably with the risk a little bit here and said, well, I can take that one.
Well, pretty good Chargeman fight, making use of the Power Stone weapon, as you can see by the amount of ammo left. He did not have to pause to me. Ooh, down into the pit goes MC. And now, with the game over, he is thinking, if I had used that E-Tank on that previous life, maybe I would have been able to get through this section.
Yep, but this is that's the worst. When you, well, you're always learning, eh? I mean, when you're doing mistakes. Sometimes, I know, sometimes, once I didn't take the E-Tank before the boss rail fight, and I know I really regret it, and it was like 2 minutes 50, and after that I always take the E-Tank. Now I'm starting to be a little bit more confident. Sometimes nitpicking on it, don't take it, but still. I mean, all the, you're gonna see a lot of safe strat, and usually when people are using it, it's because they die at this place, so...
Yeah, it takes a lot of experience before... well, I mean, it takes a lot of experience before you get to the point where you just kind of don't die in those situations. But before you get there, there's a point where you get enough experience to know yourself, basically. And you realize, like, knowing me, the best thing to do in this situation is probably just to use this E-Tank.
So I think that... I'm not sure, I think Ozoma tried to do the boat skip here, but unfortunately he was on the lower step of the little stair in the screen, so he couldn't make it. He needed to be, but the setup was there though, and he tried to be on the edge on the left and was waiting for sliding here.
Yeah, all 3 arrows just right into that stair.
Yep. But for the skip here doesn't save a lot of time. You can move freely and everything, but you can actually soft lock the game. You need to be careful. And it's way difficult than it looks when you can move freely, but when you're shooting at the right, your bullets are going really, really slow. When you're shooting at the left, they're going pretty fast, but still.
Yeah, it's a pretty risky trick with not a lot of gain, so I'm actually quite surprised to see it as often as I have in the tournament. Got a drill man fight here. MC is
AKA dive man.
Yeah, drill man dives and dive man drills. But that is,
you know,
those are the correct names for those robots, regardless of their actions. One more hit. But one last dive, one last middle finger before he goes down. As we have not dive man, but wave man.
He'll actually shoot wave, so
yeah,
that's cool.
Rather low on health, so making sure to slide all the way through that hitbox on that second to last hit. Does not have the health to trade hits, as you so often end up doing with the... what is that called? Charge? Kick? Slide? Kick? Charge?
Charge kick, sorry.
Charge kick. Charge, slide, kick, charge. Executed Wave Man there. I think that's his last Robot Master. It is.
Yep, it is. He's gonna move into Mega Man 6 or maybe fight Proto Man just shots and goggles.
Ooh, we got a flame first route here. Most people seem to have opted for Windman. It seems to be, well, I think it is the fastest, but I think it's also fairly safe. We are seeing this flame first here, dealing with the oil and the way it can be set on fire. It goes from slowing you down to being a one-hit kill surface. And whether or not it gets lit on fire is a little random. The enemies that do aren't 100% predictable.
For Mega Man 6, it seems that the opinion of the players and the pretty much everyone is really either far to the left or far to the right. I mean, some people hate it and some people like it really much. I think I'm with the people that really like this one. I mean, it's really a blessing to I'm a little bit down when I'm playing 4 and 5, but this one is just, I mean, the music, the colors, everything is just really pleasant to grab.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that you point out the colors. They do some things with color palettes in this game that they don't quite go for in 4 and 5. The colors really do jump out.
I mean, this one is really, I mean, it is the last one of the series. I mean, was probably one of the latest game for the NES before the Super Nintendo came out. So you see, like, all games and all consoles, when they're about to die, these are the best graphic looking game you're gonna see, or visual looking game you're gonna get on that console for a lot of time. So it's really impressive. And especially in terms of lagging, I mean, they did a great job here on Mega Man 6.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it lags more than your average game, but for the amount of action that is happening all the time in the game, it is overall very well optimized. This Flame Man fight's looking a little dodgy here, but he does get him down.
So, yeah, well, Ozoma is going Flame first. So yeah, this fight with the Buster is not an easy one. You're gonna see pretty much two strats on Mega Man 6. It's gonna be either Windman first or Flame Man. So the advantage that Ozoma is gonna add is gonna add the usually death here for that's really unfortunate for MC, because he's doing trying to do really safe strats, and actually these safe strats are leading him to his doom more than anything.
Yeah, it's just not coming together for him.
So he's got a good weapon though to fight the snail here. Pharaoh, I think it's 4 shots or 2 shots and some little shot after. So.
It's looking a little shaky though. I mean, Pharaoh has a massive hitbox, the snail's a massive hitbox, but he still managed to whiff one of his shots there. He just seems to be playing a little shaky.
Yeah, I think here it's really he's gonna be glad when the tournament fight is gonna be over.
He's probably gonna take a couple deep breaths, go get something to eat, walk away from the game for a little bit. But I also have a feeling this is gonna make him get back to the drawing board, get back in the lab and drill some of these stages down more.
I mean, Mega Man 4 was really difficult here for MC. We're talking about they start with a 4 stages differential because of that Gemini soft lock pretty much, and 2 death on Top Man. And after that, now we're talking about 8 stages, so double that. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it is quite phenomenal how badly Mega Man 4.
I mean, we're talking about a lot of game over before the boss fight. That's the worst. You don't want that. That's a 4 minutes you lost, especially when on these, especially on Dustman stage, which he had a lot of trouble.
just a perfect example of how one mistake can lead to another mistake, can lead to more mistakes, and it can really snowball into something nasty. Speaking of snowballs, we got Ozoma finishing off Blizzard Man.
Nice link there, I love it.
Yep, he's got, he finishes with pretty low health, but it's not too hard to deal with Blizzard Man's patterns, and you just kind of hope he doesn't charge you as much because he's invincible while he does it, but you can't do anything about it if he decides to do it. 2 bosses down, hesitating a moment there before going to Plant Man. This is a really, really tough stage.
At Plant Man, it's pretty. Usually, that's the Gemini of the
Yes.
Mega Man 6. I think because there's a lot of you're gonna die the same way. You're gonna forget about the fish or the fishes, or you're gonna get it throw back and boom into the water into a pit. But usually there's not a lot of lag, and if you take it slow and steady, usually you can make it through without too much problem. But that's a scary one.
See what kind of Starman fight MC can come up with here.
Yeah, I wish MC to have the best Mega Man of Mega Man 5 of his life at this point, Cersei. Take a little bit of pressure off.
Yeah. It can make a big difference to be able to walk away from a match and be like, have something to be like, well, I destroyed Mega Man 5 though, regardless of how bad everything else went. I'm really happy with the way that went, at least. So everyone's still definitely cheering for MC as he's not getting any shots from Starman, perfectly manipulating him to never shoot. And now he's in a duel, like you said, one-on-one, high noon, meets him in the air and takes him out. 1 health left as we get the scary, scary section of Plant Man stage from Ozoma.
There we go.
Got these health refills in the sky that like throw you off as you're moving.
Yep.
It's awful.
For the Starman stage, you need to get really close to him, so he's probably gonna jump. I think that's it. You really want to stay close, right? So he's gonna jump up and then try to shoot you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you have no health, you don't want to be anywhere near him, so you distance between you, and then that manipulates him to jump instead of do the thing, and you get caught in a pretty vicious cycle. Or, like we said, you have to be brave sometimes in order to make your life a little easier.
Easier, yeah. It's pretty much the same thing for I think it's Pharaoh fight. So you really, the more you're trying to get to avoid him, the more it's gonna be in your way and really aggressive. So
Plant Man is down for Ozoma. Has a pretty clean fight. Keeping his distance with Blizzard Man's weapon.
Mega Man 6 so far is going pretty well. Pretty much get rid of the worst stages for a lot of runner.
Switching to fire pretty early on in the Yamato stage here. Some people like to mash down these cowboy enemies to preserve their ammo. Ozoma's kind of demonstrated that mashing is not really in his skill set, so he's doing what he can to make up for it.
Yeah, the worst thing about mashing is something, but it's really, I think, it's usually people playing Mega Man 3 a lot are gonna learn quite Mega Man 3, by the way, for your mashing. I mean, this is the best game to improve if you want to try. But it's really the jump and mash mechanics. It's really something that is, I think that is the most difficult thing to do. So just mashing your controller when you're trying to is something, but the jump and shoot, like for Proto Fight or for the monkeys there, that's really something. We saw don't know which one's probably Baron Ends or no Pot Dot probably. Just 6-shot these monkey in 1 jump. That was really impressive.
Oh yeah, those monkey enemies. We've seen a lot of 5 hits from really good runners, but it's really tough to get that 6th hit. And if it's like, but like you said, it's really important to note that they're mashing like on a jump, or like if you're fighting Proto Man, you're jumping and tapping forward to keep pace with him. And it's totally different than like a Mario Party game, where like if I just need to mash A and nothing else, I can hunch over, or I can turn the controller and put it on my lap and devote my entire body to hitting the A button. And then I can get up to like 12 hertz or something, pretty good. But actually, to have full control over Mega Man while mashing anywhere near that number is totally different.
That's really something. Yeah, that's really something.
It's really impressive. Scary Tomahawk fight here. Tomahawk does a lot of damage. And you need to be really familiar with the spacing, particularly the feather attack fans out in a really annoying way.
Ozoma's
getting a lot of tomahawks.
Yeah, but he's got it. I mean, perfect. Nailed it, that one.
Yep.
I think I saw from Ozoma. He's got his strats for the stages. I know his strats, but for the bosses, I mean, he nailed the bosses. And I think it was fast saying that it will be really interesting to see Ozoma doing a Buster only run, because I think it will be pretty good.
Yeah, with those Buster only fights, the boss fights can change quite a bit. Particularly someone like Gyro Man, for example. You'd normally just tap the button a couple times and he's dead. But actually having to react to what he's doing and make sure you get the hits while he's on the ground and not in the sky, completely different fight. But like you said, Zoma has been demonstrating really good knowledge of just kind of the fundamentals of the bosses and the patterns. So I think you're absolutely right. He would do well in a Buster only run. As MC is dancing on the bridge here.
Oh my god.
He's through. That was pretty scary.
I think he did the same thing yesterday, I'm not sure, or in this last run. I mean, or someone was really risky with these platforms. So yeah, we got the nice little male boss frogman here from Ozoma. So he's not taking the secret path.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, what is this enemy? I've never seen it before. How do we react to it on the commentary side of things? Yes, you're right. He has gone
on the other way. So yeah, he did it. I mean, that's not a mistake. He did it on the last one. That's his route. That's how we do this stage. It doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, this enemy with fire, I think it takes 4 shots. So we're not talking about. It's not a big deal here. But it's really pleasant to see this one, and every time, I mean, you're so used to see the stages done in a particular order that when you see that guy, it's really surprising every time.
Yeah. I also really liked how the way he used the jetpack to hug the ceiling on that spear throwing enemy and dodge that hit. I don't think I've ever seen anyone not get hit by that enemy.
So it's gonna be a crystal stage for MC, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see the crystal wrap here. So well, I think MC can save maybe a minute here that Ozoma didn't, so that can be something.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting just to show it off. Anyone hasn't been keeping up to date with both the game and the tournament, you're in for a treat here. If he can pull it off. So we're gonna see him kill this enemy, gets a health refill. That's gonna screw him up maybe. Nope, he's dead, and it looks like he's got it.
Yep, there it is. So yeah, this one's always a treat for the viewers, but a nightmare for a commentator trying to explain it.
Yeah, so I'll give it a go here. Basically, when Mega Man dies, there's a ton of sprites that go shooting off everywhere. And there's so many of them that when that second enemy on the right spawns, the game puts him down, and then it goes to put that ball part on top of him down, and it says, wow, there's too many sprites here. Mega Man's death sprites are all over the place. So it puts that sprite information somewhere else. It starts overwriting other memory values, and basically what it says is, one, it says Mega Man has reached this part of the stage, so that when you finally die, it drops you all the way over here. And one of the other things it writes is the countdown basically before you respawn. Instead of being a second or two or whatever it is, that gets written as to like 40 seconds. So you do have to wait 40 seconds to respawn, but you do warp all the way to the end of the stage. And it's really just complete fluke that the memory values happen to work the way they do here. It's entirely possible that doing that would just crash the game, but it just magically works out in speedrunner's favor here, and he executes on the glitch and the following boss fight. So a much better Crystal Man stage overall from MC than from his opponent. He was making his way through Nightman stage here.
That was well explained.
Yeah.
I think Wikipedia could have been done better. So, well, 4 more stages to go to Ozoma because he went for a Flame Man, but I mean, he's having a pretty solid Mega Man 6 so far.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure he's not scared at all with the fight on Nightman. The time save for Crystal Skip, I heard that it's about maybe 10 seconds when you're doing a flawless Crystal stage. But for a lot of runner or taking I try to be a little bit too early there, too much anticipation on MC. But for a bad play for myself, I experienced to see like a minute like difference between the stage and the zip. So I mean that's quite something.
Yeah, Crystal Man stage is really tough. Nightman is dead. Night Crusher acquired. MC almost sliding into that.
Yeah, he's gonna take
drill.
So here, really safe strats. You can see people take oh no! The last one popped.
Yeah.
Here. Oh man, that's really unfortunate. I didn't see seriously. I didn't see that one coming.
No.
So one. One people is gonna take you can take Star Shield here, so you're just popping the weapon, you're gonna make a shield around you, and then you can slide. He's gonna take the these thing in one shot, and you're gonna make it without any problem. So
oh yeah, he is busting out on the second go around here.
There we go. So Star Shield. So wise move here.
I actually did not know that if you hesitate, you can get an extra spike enemy like that.
Yeah,
especially it's right at the edge of the screen too. Like that's kind of nasty.
Yeah, that one was really nasty. You got the with Star Shield when you're doing it like really confident, or you're gonna have only 2 popping.
Awesome for Eddie.
Here we go.
Getting a bit of an ammo refill.
Oh, that's a lucky drop. So a little bit more conventional for the he's not gonna use it though, he's gonna go with Rush Jet. Unfortunately that's
not advised to be shooting there. Pretty sure he's creating more lag having those lemon sprites on screen.
Yep. The more it is, the harder it is for the game. So here, I didn't see the start of Centaur Man for Ozoma. I don't think it took any death or something.
Nope.
Perfect.
It's been the story of Ozoma for this run.
Don't want to jinx it. Yeah, just having easy in. So just to be sure with you guys in the chat, so this is not the last stage because we've seen pretty much 95% of the time Centaur lasts for this 46 robot tournament, but Ozoma still got Windman to do before we can put that done and be over with it.
MC having a really risky entrance into the Napalm Man stage, being at only 1 health, and now he's got to do the boss fight. Slides just a little bit too far and gets into his hitbox. He should have enough ammo as long as he has the extra life. He does. As Sunderman is down for Ozoma.
Okay. Full life, no eating, but he should be okay. Napalm's not too bad of a boss.
Yeah, it can be troublesome when you miss with the crystal weapon and starts bouncing around the screen. It's
we're
do a laser situation.
we can call it Nuduya 0.20.
But he does get him down. Quite a chunk of health left. So here's Windman stage. I actually don't know the advantages of this route. I'm not sure how Windman stage can go with all the other tools he has at his disposal.
Well, usually people are asked the question myself or by curiosity, and the answer I got from that is there's not really time save to where there's no time save really for doing that state with all the weapons. You're gonna see a lot of use of usually the tomahawk for the for these little things, but even there, I mean, that's unfortunate because Ozoma he's using the Buster here, so he should have. I mean, he's giving him trouble for a Flameman stage, which is really harder than the Windman. But at least he's gonna have the center flash for a Windman fight. It's gonna be a little faster, but in the end, it's pretty much the same. Same time. Sorry.
For the actual stages, yeah. I guess he does get a little bit of shortcut.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, can use that. We're gonna see. And I mean, Ozoma is pretty efficient with bosses, and I don't think he got any problem with his flame boss fight here. So
yeah, that fight is much harder with the Buster. His flame spouts will block your Buster shots, but the wind shot will just blow right on through them. Makes a very big difference. Just keeping the jetpack out here. Ooh, Panda. It's just
this one,
goaltending on this ladder.
he can keep you into a loophole, but now he's got the jet, so he's that. Even I don't think he's gonna need it with the weapon he's got. So this fight is pretty much like the gyro one in Mega Man 5. So well, they actually really look alike. So he's gonna have to bust. They got the amount of ammo for the amount of life of the boss. Just gonna have a good rhythm, not too fast.
There it is.
There it is. So the time for on Speedrun Live, we got a 2 hour 15 minutes and 40 seconds from Ozoma, which is really impressive. I mean, he's really close to he's got a really solid run here.
Yeah, we've seen some monstrous times been put in the tournament that can raise the bar to kind of an unfair level for I think most competitors. Mm-hmm. And even on average, I think Ozoma is a little bit behind the average time. But I think it's because of the strats he's using. Like, he is choosing to use some really slow strats. And it's worth pointing that out because the execution on those strats was actually really good. Very few mistakes in that run. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what happens when a player that consistent starts learning some of the riskier stuff, starts practicing that. I think you're going to see that 215 start to go down in a hurry.
We can see maybe some way more arrow strats, and sometimes the funny thing about Ozoma is really he's got some strats on his own, but sometimes he's going for the really hard stuff. I mean, we didn't see him zip a lot, but after that he's trying to do the soft lock on Mega Man 5, the boat skip, so So yeah, good job to Ozoma. So we're gonna have here MCravenator. Gonna try his best. Gonna finish. Still need to finish. I think it's a little bit more than halfway through Mega Man 5. So he's gonna have this and Mega Man 6 to go. Really, we're gonna wish him the best.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and follow his journey through the end of the Mega Man saga here. The channel finally is not completely packed up day to day with content. There is a bit of a break today. It's looking like we're going to be back at... I just had it up and I just put it away for some reason. 6 p.m. After this is Super Metroid. That tournament has been going on for a little bit, so the matches are getting really close and really exciting, so I definitely recommend coming back for that. But yeah, it's going to be just finishing things out here with MC
it's really interesting. I think it's the bingo cards going on Mega Man on the Super Metroid tournament, which is really something unique.
Yeah, I really like the bingo format.
So here, sorry, is there? I see we got a match. It's gonna be Doik and Lightning at 9 o'clock p.m.
Yep, that is the thing.
Okay.
That's right. If you're here for the Mega Mans and the Mega Mans, next match is going to be 9 p.m. On this channel today. That's Eastern time. So in about 8 and 10 minutes. 8 hours, 10 minutes.
So yeah, I think we complete how many matches here? We complete 24 matches, and today, after today, we're gonna have 27 matches completed. So that's not even half of the calendar you're gonna see for the Mega Man 46 tournament. Still got 33 to go, and that's just for the first bracket. So the player have 2 weeks for that. So a lot of Mega Man incoming for the next few days. That's for sure.
You can see Power Stone here. Can be a frustrating weapon to use, especially against the boss. So pretty much one hit per pause. Basically, you need to pause to get these rocks off screen because you can't attack again while they're on screen, and that means you end up pausing the game quite a lot, understandably quite slow. It is possible to move in such a way as to cause the boss to do one thing and you do another thing, and Power Stone weapon does a third thing, and the stars align and you actually hit him multiple times with each weapon, and you get the other weapon off screen so that you can fire again, and it's incredibly precise. So a lot of players opt to just use the repeated pauses and make that fight much less of a headache from an execution standpoint.
So here we're gonna see pretty much, I think we're the only auto-scroller in at least the robots and Mega Man games. So I don't know what people think or thought about this section when they first played the game. I don't know how old you are, Matt and Myth, but here for the speedrunner, auto-scrolls like this are really a pain in the ass. Because, a pain because, I mean, the only thing you can do there is wait and try to do your best not to die, or you're gonna do it all over again.
It's the opposite of a speedrun.
Yep.
And you're right, it is fairly unique in Mega Man period, especially the robot stages.
Well, I don't remember. Is there any other auto-scroll for the only one? I didn't play. Well, actually, I pretty much never played the Whitey stages for Mega Man 4 and 5. Once casually, but it's been a long time. I mean, the only thing I can think of is on Mega Man 2, where you're fighting Piku Piku. Can be kind of I mean, it's the boss fight at a little script, so you can consider as a auto-scroll or something, maybe.
A little bit. Definitely not an auto-scroller in the truest sense of the word.
But except for that, I don't know if there's anything like this anywhere.
I guess before the dragon boss in Wily 1 Mega Man 2.
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
a bit of a auto-scroller walking section there.
Here, this guy, I mean, and a lot of people were saying it, so yeah, you need to wait. But this one, I mean, this screen or this auto scroll actually, you can take a lot of damage here, and you need to be careful because if you're dying here, I mean, that means an enormous time loss.
Yeah, this is maybe the single longest stage out of all 46 Robot Masters, and it's because of this auto-scrolling, and if you have to do it again, that's bad news.
Yeah, I mean, even if MC got like an E-Tank in his he can't menu. You can menu if you do the zip, the glitch here, but except for that, I mean, he's not allowed to take anything here, so...
Taking the time to charge up the Buster to deal with this turret because the shots were going just over it, and he was in a bad health situation there. He gets the health drop from the turret, so he's looking pretty good as he moves into the Wave Man fight. It's really hard to avoid taking damage in this fight. Although he's taking hits in places where he kind of really shouldn't be. And now he's in a really bad situation. Oh, he could have clutched it out there. Just one more slide.
Yeah. Don't tell me it's a game over, though.
No, it is not a game over. He's okay. Respect.
Perfect.
I mean, it is Mega Man 5. It's almost hard to game over.
Yeah, never underestimate Mega Man 5.
I
it would be cool to have...
not going to have enough... Well, no, he should be able to clutch this out here. Have enough ammo to get the Wave Man down here.
Yeah, he's going to be cool. I think that will be great to have maybe a live count for every runner in the tournament, just to see what is the highest number we can get in Mega Man 5.
We've been looking into getting some Mega Man emotes in our Franker Faces slots for the tournament, and I think the one that's guaranteed a spot is the Mega Man 1-up symbol.
Yep.
So starting with Windman here, this is the for Mega Man 6. We saw how you can do this stage with the Buster, and then also we saw some pretty neat strats with the jetpack from Ozoma. We'll see how MC can do here.
So, well, this is a win for Ozoma, so maybe let's talk a little bit about Group D, which is the one going on right now. So, we got Baron AIDS, which is the favorite in this one to win, pretty much, go to the bracket. So, it left Avalanche Star, Ozoma, and MCravenator to for the other place in this group. So, we've got Avalanche gonna win a loss. MC's is gonna have 2 losses here, so I think the match between Avalanche Star and Ozoma is gonna be crucial to see who's gonna pass for the next round.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Avalon Star's loss was to Baron Haynes, and that was to be expected. He has the better PB by a really high margin. One of the top runners.
Yeah, we're talking. I mean, I think there's maybe 5 or 6 runners in this tournament that we are expecting to. I mean, made it pretty high into the or can actually. I mean, take the title here for the tournament. I think we're talking about Baron, kind of Fatso, Pricey, Fasta, and maybe Nero here.
Yeah, agreed.
So definitely good players going on here. So I think Avalanche Star and Ozoma, it's gonna be really interesting. We got a 2-hour 15 from Ozoma today. I know Avalanche Star is between a 2-hour 5 and 2 hours. If things are going really bad, you can do a maybe 2 hour 10 or something, 12. So that's gonna be really interesting. And I'm pretty sure that MC for his last match want to do a great time. I am pretty sure he want to crush the 46 on the next one, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna see him basically do a sort of salty run back, I think, next time
Oh yeah,
he comes out here.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have MC popping Mega Man 4 a little bit later today, just to you know, maybe get his revenge and try to fix some things here and there.
As Ozoma said, actually, in the race chat, that one of the rooms he doesn't even really have strats. He's just kind of reacting to what he sees. So there's a lot of Mega Man to learn for this tournament, and so a lot of people come in with blind spots, just in certain spots, just in this room, don't really know what to do, just haven't got a chance to put energy towards learning how to do it. So as Ozoma identifying, he still has some of those blind spots, and those learning that stuff, ironing those out, goes a long way towards bringing down your time. So Ozoma's got some time to get in the lab, figure some stuff out.
Some players, like, I think it's probably Primal is the best example. Primal's got some older strats. He's been on the community, Mega Man community, quite a long time, so he's got older strats going on, but he nailed these strats, and he's got I think it's hour 45, or maybe I think it's a sub 1 hour 50, I'm pretty sure. So I mean,
yeah, definitely top 10. I think he's got like 7th or something on the leaderboards. Yeah, 7th.
So here, Flaming. Once of the I don't know, the music in this one is really cool. I really like it. But you need to be careful with the floor here. If the big guy is gonna lip in up, there we go. You're gonna see it's gonna stay on fire, and the floor is gonna act like spikes. So, but you can, with iframes, you can go through without any problem. But still need to be really careful, especially if you die. They're gonna stay lit, so that's not something you want.
Yeah, some of the oil pools even share memory addresses, so if one earlier in the stage gets lit, sometimes you'll find that one of the later ones is already lit. Interesting quirk. And the fire guys are random, so
I think
arc on their projectiles is really awkward, and because they're aiming at where you are, it means you can. It's really hard to react to what they're doing. And when you're standing on a one-tile block, you don't have a lot of room to move around and dodge. So definitely
these clouds, you need to jump over and over to make them move to the right or to the left if you miss it, unfortunately. And you need to be really careful, because when you actually shot them and they transform into the platform you can actually ride, for a brief moment you're gonna pass through if you try to jump on them too early. So this is I think this is pretty much my favorite stage in all the 46 Robot Master, the Blizzard Man one. It's not an easy one, but Jesus Christ, it's fun to do.
It's important to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
This came up when we were talking about Darko, who I think strives more than most to make sure he has fun, even during competitions like this.
There we go. I mean, this section here with the little thing with the buster, if you don't charge it with lemon, you just shoot them with lemon or pea shoot. It takes 3 shots, so when you're doing this section with the buster, it's really satisfying to then do it right here. So here we go, a lot of flame shot.
The way the slides work as well on ice is pretty interesting. If you cancel your slide by pressing left, it means you end up sliding backward left at a pretty high speed, actually. You really don't want to do it. You want to press A instead, and that will actually preserve your speed sliding forwards. And it makes a pretty big difference. But if you're used to canceling your slides with back, it is kind of annoying. But when you do it right, it's one of those things that contributes to that sense of flow that makes the stage really fun.
I mean, this one, Mega Man 6, the movement on Mega Man 6 is pretty much, I think, the one is to master, but once you get it right, I mean, it feels so good. That's probably why the Mega Man 6 usually doesn't have a lot of block, I think, for new runners, or maybe if you don't put the effort in Mega Man 6, it's not gonna reward you, that's for sure. It's really, that's the one when you pick it up, it's really clunky at first.
Just barely landing some of these long distance shots on Blizzard Man. Really low on health and also low on ammo here. So he is going to switch to Buster and he is going to get steamrolled.
Yep.
He has the extra life, but like we said, he is out of ammo now. Kind of looking at his options, like Windstorm, I don't know how that... Nope, gonna go with Buster. Luckily, you do spend a lot of downtime dodging shots or jumping over him. So the charged Buster actually works out fairly well in this fight as a backup. Gotta make sure you don't get hit though. Keep trying to jump over him. You either want to jump over him right away, or you want to jump straight up.
Jump and slide. There he goes. Okay, he's got the upper end yet again.
He's ahead
He's gonna work.
The DPS race.
Yeah. Are we gonna see another duel? No. There we go. Perfect. And there goes the Canadian crippler, I'd say. I think he's Canadian. I don't know.
A debate was sparked on this topic, actually. General consensus seemed to go towards Canadian. As a Canadian, I favor this. I'm proud to have representation in Mega Man 6.
That's one. Yeah, I think if they had Olympics for Mega Man, I think Canada will be really. I mean, we've got some pretty good players. I don't want to preach for my church, but there's some really good Canadian in the player in the community. Thinking of Fatso, we got Chelney is really incredible. I mean, I think it's something to go with the long winter. We don't have a lot to do in this time, so well, at least play some Mega Man.
It is always I'm never sure how to quite feel when someone hears my commentary and the way I say a certain thing. God forbid I throw out in a boot out there. But yeah, I'll get called out on it in chat, and part of me's like, "Oh no, they found out," and then like the other part of me's like, "What does that matter? Don't worry about it." So yeah, mixed feelings there.
Okay. So second. Monkey for or I don't know what's the name. I should look it up for the that's one thing. I mean, you found you're gonna find name for every enemies made up that you're gonna made up, and after that, especially on Mega Man Legacy Collection, you have something like the museum or the with some sketches and everything, and you got the names from all the enemies. So that's sometimes pretty fun to learn how they actually call them.
I know for, I think it was Minish Cap, the commentators, the first couple matches, they realized like we don't know the actual names of any of these enemies. Like they, so they actually made sure that in between matches they looked up a wiki, and then it became a very important point from then on to name all the enemies as they came up. I mean, the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, you don't want to say for 2 hours like this guy or this dude or this spinning thing or
red thing or bug thing. So ton of health here, and you played it pretty safe. MC did in Playman Stage, and pretty easy to understand why Playman Stage is kind of a nightmare. I don't know, is there a fish in every single one of those pits? Or is it only in certain ones?
In certain, it's not going to be random or anything, it's always going to be at the same place.
Okay, because I've seen more than one player approach a pit that doesn't have a fish in it, but they still like hesitate and they like edge out on the ledge. Is it gonna be there?
You know, this section is really scary, so, but I mean, the only trick I've learned from that is during the stage and just sitting out loud, trying to say like, okay, there's a one there, there's no fish here, there's one there, just trying to, you know, but there's always something really scary, little scary moments, you always got it in the back of your head. Especially that the fishes in the pits, if you take too much time, they're gonna reappear, so you need to be careful and not too safe, or it can lead you to your doom yet again.
MC, I think, has done a really good job of rallying here in the later Mega Mans.
5 and 6 went pretty well for him. I mean, it's really about Mega Man 4 can be. I think this is the breaking line a lot of time for people running. I know MC was saying that he likes the walking Mega Man, so 1 and 2 a lot. Might want to try to learn the Mega Man 3, but I mean, I don't know. Even for the sliding Mega Man 4 is really, you're gonna see a lot of a big drop here for some players.
I'm one of those players who holding B for the Buster. I find that really distracting. It makes a lot of my other inputs less precise when I'm having to do that. So I definitely prefer the first 3.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the charger either. I need, when you know how to use it or properly, it's really cool. But I have to say, and there's something in Mega Man 6. And surprisingly, I kind of fell in love with Mega Man 6. I know this is going to be the next game I want to run. It's not going to be Mega Man 4 or 5. I really want to learn this one. But Mega Man 6, Mega Man 6, sorry, feels pretty heavy. It feels really like, I mean, I don't know if it feels the same for you.
Well, definitely just in terms of like his physics, Mega Man falls way faster in Mega Man 6 when he walks off a ledge. So that can contribute to that feeling of him being heavy and slow.
Yeah, I don't know, there's something, but still, doesn't really affect me. But for the you got Mega Man 3. I don't know, there's something. Mega Man's feel very light. I love the sliding there, and I really hard to adjust myself to Mega Man 4 slide right after. There you go. So he's got plenty of health. You need to be careful. You don't want to mash here for a Tomahawk, but it's gonna be okay. There we go. Nicely done. You got just enough of a plant shield to take Tomahawk health to 0.
Yeah, the Plant Man plant weapon is the hitbox on it is a little awkward. It'll kind of pulse a little bit. Not quite as generous as some of the other shield weapons, like Skull or Star.
Yeah, for this one, I think with Woodman, Shield, maybe Plantman is really not the most efficient one, and you don't use it a lot in Mega Man 6. I mean, except for this fight, I don't know.
maybe someone's got some pocket strat for certain things. The shields, just the nature of the shield weapon, lends itself well as a sort of safe backup in certain situations.
Yeah, need to watch some run from Mega Man 6, that's for sure, especially Pot Dot, which is an incredible runner for this one. And it's really cool when you see Pot Dot going into his last game, because I mean, he's a world record holder, so he's going all the way on Mega Man 6. And that's the fun thing about this tournament. I mean, when you're gonna have like a tournament for Mega Man 3 or Mega Man 1 or 2, I mean, you pretty much know what are gonna be the brackets at the end, like, or the last two guys, or you know, you pretty much know who's gonna win sometimes. But this one, I mean, it's 6 games. It's a little bit, it's not clear who's gonna make it to the end. I mean, you got 4 or 6 players that can really bump each other's out, and you can have some surprise. Actually, you never know what's gonna happen. And there's a bunch of people. I don't know which one, which Mega Man are you running, or maybe all the 6, or
me myself. No, I'm a dirty casual. My best time is like a 35 minutes for Mega Man 2. I learned Mega Man 2 for the big tournament, the first one. So I did I learned 4 zips, and learned like super safe backup strats for everything. And
that's pretty much the case.
I finished 2 runs, and the best of the 2 was 35 minutes during the actual event. I'm a scholar. I'm a speedrun scholar. I study up. I watch the tutorials, and I learn. And then I never put it to any practical use, except for this one.
Because actually, that I'm a little bit surprised here, because you got a pretty large number of games, physics, and everything.
Yeah, I've made a hobby of just kind of studying speedruns and observing them from this sort of outside.
And just to be sure, do we have any problem with MC streams, or
it's okay on my end?
Is it also?
Yeah, maybe something's happening. He has just finished up Yamato Man and is moving on to Nightman. He's got 2 Robot Masters left before he's finished his run. Still proceeding quite smoothly through Mega Man 6. Going to be playing it safe on this spike ceiling room. It's possible to use your slides in a well-timed damage boost to have your invincibility frames for when the ceiling comes down.
Oh yeah, this trick is really risky but really neat. I mean, it's not the slide itself or trying to start there. It's not really. It's the jump that you need to make for this skip. I mean, it's pretty tight. There it is. So, well, 2 down, only 2 left for MC right here. So pretty good, like we were saying, pretty good Mega Man 6 and Mega Man 5. That's really unfortunate that everything it was Mega Man 4 is really the doom for a lot of players.
Yeah, I fully expect MC to put his time in between now and his next match into those middle 2 Mega Mans. They really blew up on him here. And those spikes, I have seen this one set of spikes here in Nightman stage claim so many lives. Not that one though. That one is new to me. Didn't expect that one. And that's going to be the game over too. So the curse there is pretty real. Everything was going wonderfully for him through Mega Man 6. And then in the 7th stage, once again hits a snag.
Well, and 1 down, yeah, once you're gone. Once you're in a loophole like this, it's really difficult. But we can see the first death was because of the sliding here, and you can see a lot of people doing that mistake or getting starting Mega Man 6 like pretty shy, and I mean you're getting a little bit more confident, you're taking more risk, and there you go. Need to be really careful to cancel if you can do a full slide here.
That movement on the ladder there where he accidentally climbs down and goes back up, that's the... Yeah, and then missing this jump here. I think that was another slide that was the culprit. Luckily, the checkpoint is right there, so as far as deaths go, that's not too bad at all. But that shakiness we saw way back in Mega Man 4 has kind of come back here a little bit. Which is a shame. I was enjoying Stevie looking more like himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I was so frustrated when I saw the Gemini soft lock happen.
Oh yeah, that is. It was him before, right? Like it has happened before in the tournament. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it happens 2 times, and it was to MC.
Incredible.
Is really the way you're fighting Gemini. You tend on the first, because you need to wait a little bit for the iframes to go. I mean, but you tend to really mash with the shadow blades on the. And if the way that it happened to me is totally different than the way it happened on MC. I was just really close to the boss and trying to shoot him and doing pretty much the same thing as the proto fight, you know? Just really follow his jump and mash at the same time, and you just disappear 2 or 3 times. And it's not because of the weapon, because it happened to me once, and I'm pretty sure I was with Gemini or Snake weapon on the boss fight, the boss rush, and I was totally lost.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw it, I didn't know it was a thing. So I was like, why? What? It's definitely an odd thing. Sometimes the glitch happens and you can kind of figure out, oh, I guess, you know, maybe this happened. But
after
when Gemini just
3
vanishes,
yeah.
especially with like that fight is really hectic, right? There's 2 of them, they're all both going around, there's projectiles everywhere. And so suddenly all of the chaos is just gone. And it's just you in the room, and you're just, what happened?
And the first time, I mean, you don't ask this question or you don't check video. I mean, time you have no idea what's happening. You're like standing for at least 10 or 5 or 10 seconds, just complete. You don't know. You don't know what just happened here. You're like. Yeah. Is that normal?
Taking a moment to process it. Like, is he really gone? Because I don't see him. He should be here. Maybe he's gonna reappear.
Yeah, maybe.
He's not reappearing at all. He's still not here. We had a death here in Centaur Man, followed by another one, and another game over. The curve.
Go for it, MC. Last one, 45 down, 1 to go. So I think, I don't know what is gonna be. I think he fights Avalon. MC, which is what is the match he is left for him? Is it against Baron Haynes or is it gonna be against? Let's check that out.
His one loss was Javelin Star, yes. So now that he is lost to Ozoma, if he needs any chance, he has to take out Baron Haynes, that would be the upset of the century. Things are not looking good for MC's tournament life here.
That was really a crucial one here. But I'm sure that MC is gonna try to do try his best for the next one, no matter what. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's the great thing about these tournaments. Is, a lot of people are like, they don't run Mega Man, but they find out about this thing and they do the best they can to learn with the limited amount of time they had, and they go in and they don't do so great, understandably, because there's so many people who had such a big head start on them. But then, you know, it's been about a year since these speedrun tournaments have sort of caught on, and that sort of that annual schedule is starting to repeat itself. It's looking like Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 are going to start happening again later this year, and it means that eventually another tournament comes around, and suddenly they're way more ready than they were last time, and the scene grows, and it's great to see. So even if MC goes out here 0-3,
I mean, that is first tournament, and you usually, I mean, when there are games that there's a lot of people who just learn, like maybe sometimes there are people who are gonna run 1 or 2 opus in the series, or maybe 4 or 5, but sometimes a lot of people is gonna learn, I mean, like 3 or 4 games, or just for this tournament, so that's a lot. There we go. So that's gonna be really interesting to see maybe a Mega Man game or something regarding Mega Man that's gonna be way more familiar when you start with on the next time. And yes, we do want this up in 3 hours here for MC.
Oh yeah, he's got it for sure. Apparently, whatever I say, I will into existence. So this time I give him the commentator's blessing instead of the curse. The boss right here, he's got pretty good health, lots of ammo.
So here, if you're wondering, the door upstairs, that's pretty much the same thing, but you're gonna have the same fight, but you're gonna get a part for Beats, the little bird that which you're not gonna see in this tournament.
Yeah, Beat is crucial for a full game run to help on the Wily fight. But as we're just focusing on Robot Masters, you don't have to worry about that. You get to hit the done after finishing the Robot Master, as MC has done. I've been calling him MC mostly because I don't know how to pronounce the whole thing. That one is MCravenator.
Actually, yeah, he got
MC
on his
Ravenator. I don't know.
on his page. He's going by like 3 or 4 nicknames, but he said if you don't like nicknames, just call me Matt.
As well as I
right.
hoped. That
all right,
freaking
well, Matt
softlock
is
really
finished in second
took all my
place with a
rhythm away.
2:55.06. Not a spectacular time as far as everything goes in this tournament, but it is worth pointing out that's actually pretty close to his PB.
It's a real bummer.
So as a beginner player, pretty good to come out to your
I'm
your
sure.
tournament match.
I mean, without the problem, the technical problem that we saw, could have been way better for him. I'm pretty sure MC is not especially happy with his time too, but he's gonna make sure that he's gonna be set ready and no soft lock for the next one against Baron Eggs.
I've soft locked it.
Comment actually
during
as if
practice,
anyone wants a tutorial.
during
Soft
the
lock
match,
Mega Man 3,
and during the
because apparently he's got a
during
knack for
both
it.
races. So I think that comment is definitly warranted.
I think that's gonna be
The official time was 2:55.
So make sure, guys, if you like the run here, follow the runners here. Pretty cool people. We're gonna have for the 46 Robot Master a match at 9 p.m.
I was doing really well until that. I just can't.
I don't have the
Something I can't
spreadsheet.
do
I don't
a
know
race,
if you got it.
that race without something going wrong.
At 9 p.m. Eastern time, it's gonna be Doisium.
Yeah, I think it's Doisium.
Doisium versus Lightning 55.
Perfect, and we got another one for you guys at 11 p.m.
Yeah, that's going to be Darko versus Negazeus. Darko, heavy favorite there, but he's a fun to watch anyway. So I recommend sticking around after that match. For the 11 p.m. match, again, these are Eastern time, so this is 7.5 hours away. math, eight and a half hours away.
So
No,
guys,
7.
get your
I had it right the first time.
do your chores, get your things ready, go put the kids to bed maybe, and be there at 9 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
Eastern.
And if you want to see some Super Metroid, you should come back at 6 p.m. That's 4.5 hours. That'll be good. And also in between Super Metroid and Mega Man, we got some Metroid Fusion at 7:15.
That's
and
sweet.
That tournament as well is starting to get down to it, so those matches are getting pretty good. So if all you want to see is some good speedrunning action, then definitely want to come back for that
treat,
stuff.
Guys.
Yep. You can follow the channel. You can follow the runners, as we got their links in chat. You can follow us on Twitter at Speed Gaming Show, and you can follow my friend. What is your Twitch?
Mazimov.
All right, you can follow Mazimov as well.
And
I am
Mythical
9, but I'm mostly here on this channel. I don't really search too much to my channel. Anyway, wrapping it up. Hope everyone has a good day. Come on back for some Mega Man at 9 p.m. Cheers, guys.
See ya.